be opening a different type of career, broadcast career, as we continue live from Phoenix. And both Clint Boyer and Danica Patrick, you were both teammates of his when you were racing and driving.
Yeah, absolutely. Longest teammate I ever had. Both at
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How is everybody doing today? How are y'all doing?
The scenes with working with him and Rodney Childers. When him and
everyone having a good day?
First got together, it was like magic. You knew that was exactly what it took. But Happy, let me tell you, Happy, he got that by a little bit of a sarcasm thing every now and then. But I'm telling you, Happy is happy with his race car this weekend. We've seen his accolades at this racetrack: the 9 wins, 29 top 10s here, all the things that he's done. I haven't seen him this happy in a race car in a long time.
Yeah, and out of the race car. When I just saw him on the red carpet at Driver In shows, I was like, congrats, you seem really light and happy. And he said, I'm excited. He's like, I've got a kid in Italy right now, one in North Carolina racing. And you can just feel that he's so excited about so many things in life. So I'm curious to see how he's going to love not racing anymore, because it sure seems like he has a lot to look forward. So happy in, happy out of the car, happy life.
Yeah, and that edge of sarcasm, right? The Bakersfield Basher was another nickname that a lot of people...
Oh, I've seen that one before.
Yeah, I'm sure you have, but we'll see. He gets the most out of his car, no matter what kind of car he has, especially as Clint and Danica told you here at Phoenix. As we continue live, I want to welcome in Bubba Wallace.
Hello.
Starting 4th today. Starting 19th, finishing 4th last week.
I'd like to finish 4th today.
I know this is one of those challenging tracks for you. Don't worry, we got Atlanta and Kona. You'll be feeling your group. But how about the progress? And that 4th place finish last week, a good sign.
Yeah, it's nice to build off momentum, right? Finally getting our season on track. We've had some good races from the start. Just haven't had the finishes to back that up. But coming here,
Phoenix like a boss. Let's do this.
Because I tell my group and everybody knows in the garage, this is the most important race because the championship is here in the fall. So we really want to be better than where we're at. And we got a lot of work to do and a lot of debriefs to have in between that time and now, but looking forward to the moment.
One of the things that always comes forward at the beginning of the season is the conversation about super speedway, 2-mile track, 1.5-mile track, mile track.
Yeah.
Where do you think that your team and Toyota in general is strong, and where are you guys weak?
Well, I was really excited going into Vegas last weekend, and I quickly realized the best we were going to finish is 4th. We weren't beating the Hendrick cars.
That's pretty good.
Okay, that's fair.
So we backed that up, but we got some work to do. So obviously Kansas is high on our list, the speedway stuff. I'm excited for every track on the schedule. Road courses? I haven't been
Do you want to choose my garage pick so if it goes wrong, I can blame you? Yeah, I'll fucking Todd Gilliland. Your Todd Gilliland is your garage pick. Yeah.
You can work, you fine-tune the rest, communication, and get the rest of it out of there. But last week, I heard you in that radio. You were so upset. I'm like, guys, he's running 6, man. That's a pretty good problem to have, to be that frustrated with where you're at, and you're running.
Oh, you were going to give me 2 options? Okay.
Of our race team, right? They understand, kind of where my frustration level is. They're like, oh, he's fine.
What level it is? I want to see.
Chastain or Byron? That did not sound good. I think my whole diecast shrine just fell down. Oh well. Chastain or Byron? Go Byron.
They're working on different things, and I actually text my guys to go back to our sim at the shop to try things for qualifying. Didn't pan out the way I wanted it to, but putting in extra work, putting in extra hours, hopefully will pay dividends for when it matters today.
I want to get back to your getting fired up sort of attitude here.
Yeah.
What is it that triggers you, and then what does Booty say to calm you down? What works? Is there anything? Come on.
I mean, Booty's twang to his language. I don't even know if you call that English. It calms you down already. Just hearing him talk calms you down.
Nice and slow.
Yeah, but for me, hell, I don't know if it's the wind blows the wrong way. I'm fired up.
All right, tell me about that. It's hot outside. This track is slick. New package, short track package. What do you got as far as that goes, slip and sliding around?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. But, I mean, we all look forward to beating, driving hard, sliding around, slip and sliding, moving lanes, searching for the clean air. So we'll
I'll be right back. I need to go get a new camera battery. Plug this one in the charger.
Really hard to fix.
So we got our hands full today, which is what we wanted, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and real quick, who's the driver to beat here? You got Larson on the pole. We know Harvick is good here.
Yeah, all the above.
Okay. And Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, we hope you finish 4th or better. Thanks for coming on.
Good on that thing, right?
All right, he's going to head to his race car. Clinton Danica head up to the broadcast booth with Mike Joy to call the race. We're going to head over here to Michael Waltrip for the grid walk. Michael?
Yes, Chris, thank you so much. And man, the grid is electric today. There's so much energy, so many people. I'm going to catch up with Kyle Busch. Kyle, congratulations on your big win. That was awesome. How you feel for today? I know you're going to slip and slide. Everybody's saying that.
Yeah, it's hotter than it's been all week, so yeah, it's going to be a warm one. But looking forward to it. You know, the Cheddar's Camaro's been fast. We qualified better than we thought we were going to, and so now I look forward to the race and slipping better and all the rest. I got a lot of practice of that yesterday.
This car looks awesome. It makes me hungry. How'd Rex do last? How'd you do last night? Pretty good?
Yeah, I finished second. I won 2 nights ago, and I finished second last night.
Woohoo! Right, a chip off the old block. Let's say hi, Sam. Hi, baby. How's it been?
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna run down this way. Catch up with the man, the melon man, Mr. Ross Chastain, the Kubota Barkata. Hey, what are you doing?
Checking his pant length.
Yeah, the first cup race here was 1988, and I was in it, and you weren't born yet.
No.
Hello, good afternoon, Samuel Wilson. What is up?
Are you looking forward to today?
Yeah, I mean, I hope we're smashing the watermelon, but for our Kubota Chevy, Mikey, it's a lot better than Friday, and we'll keep making changes all day. It's gonna be hot and slick.
Could be fun to watch for the fans at home. See where we go next. See Belle. Hey, Belle. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm supposed to go interview so I can get to... Hi, Brad. We're going to go to break right after I say hi to Mr. Hammond. This is a clean-looking ride you got. Tight. Who won pickleball, you or Larson?
I won, officially, now. I know there was conflicting reports yesterday, but I officially took them down last night.
Right on. Well, that's it from the grid walk. We'll see you when we come back from commercial for some pre-race activities.
All new Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
Catch these offers while you can.
The 2023 Komatsu PC-138 with powerful yet precise hydraulics. It is Clarky's love. It is his passion.
It is Clarky's fault for letting us set the pricing, because we're selling them for less.
No. Clarky loves his Komatsus. He never even rents them. He just polishes them with a diaper.
They are so choice, and you can have your choice today at Clarky's for less.
Travel down to Clarky's to get a machine.
You are in a battle to protect everything. Career, family, kids, freedom. These people around you, this team, they are great at what they do. This team was built to protect the innocent and to help people who've made unfortunate mistakes secure a second chance. That's what this team will do for you.
It's right around this time every year that we're reminded that NASCAR and Major League Baseball overlap a little more than you may think. Some good, some bad. But let's stick to the positives. Sure, it's the pastime traditions and the fact that both are currently in the Phoenix area, but it's more than that. Both sports focus on the timely talent and skill of an individual, while still, at heart, being a team sport. What was it that Brad Keselowski said about team sports again?
Life is a team sport. All right, guys, we're there.
That applies here, but thanks, Brad. This past week in Las Vegas, Hendrick Motorsports suffered what should have been a devastating blow when Chase Elliott went down with a broken leg. How did the team respond? They led the charge.
And it's 3 Hendrick Chevys to the front.
The boy.
The National Weather Service has issued a warning. A winter storm warning for these following counties.
Winter weather message for the following counties in New York: Shenango, Delaware, Madison, Northern Oneida, Otsego, Southern Oneida and Sullivan, and Northern Wayne, Pennsylvania. Winter storm warning in effect from 2 p.m. Monday to 8 a.m. Wednesday. What? Heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 10 to 20 inches.
I don't care about your winter storm warning. They're not even relevant to my area.
Where? In New York, Northern Oneida, Madison, Southern Oneida, Shenango, Otsego, Delaware and Sullivan counties. In Pennsylvania, Northern Wayne County. When? From 2 p.m. Monday to 8 a.m. Wednesday. Impacts. Travel could be very difficult to impossible. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning or evening commute. Areas of blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility Tuesday night. Additional details, like tomorrow.
Bro, I'm trying to watch the national anthem here.
On Monday, some rain could mix in for the valleys. The snow then becomes heavy at times Monday evening through Tuesday. Snowfall rates of 1 to 3 inches per hour are possible at times. Northwest winds increase later Tuesday into Tuesday.
And HRA is still on for you? Are you on Fox?
Scattered power outages
That's weird.
possible from a combination of the heavy snow and gusty winds. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation and Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission strongly encourage motorists to heed all travel restrictions and delay unnecessary travel. Visit www.511pa.com for the latest.
Bro, I want to hear this fucking national anthem. This guy's got a guitar.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful. They did a great job. It doesn't tell you the program alert either if it's on a different channel. So when I turned on I turned on my TV around 3, and it was showing NHRA, but they said that they were going over to FS2. So I don't know why for you it's still on Fox, because for me they switched over to FS2. So maybe check FS2 and see if NASCAR's on there. But if not, just go on the Fox Sports app, I guess. But I'd imagine by 4 they would have it. Like, when is that?
You need someone out there you can trust.
Oh, they swapped out the commercial. It's good now. All right.
Offers volume discounts along with detailed reporting and no fees. We'll take care of your fleet so you can take care of your business. Quick Fill Fleet Fueling. Driving America.
Car crash? Call William Attire for the win.
After a car accident, if you miss just one important deadline, you lose.
Call
William Matar for the win.
The insurance companies do thousands of claims a week. Don't let your claim fall through the cracks.
Call William Matar for the win. This is your one chance. Make it count.
Call William Matar for the win.
At William Matar, we're focused on one thing: winning the maximum compensation for your car crash case. Hurt in a car? Call William Matar
For the win.
Bringing you entertainment television for over 30 years. This is Fox 68, WSYT.
You better hope the Byron pick works out. I intentionally picked the Byron pick because I thought he would be worse than Chastain. So, let me remove the William Byron from. Speaking of Byron, let me remove that from Mr. 69. There we go.
For the NASCAR Cup Series spring race at Phoenix.
Since there's no Mr. 69 yet.
It is measurably hotter than it has been all week. That'll be different.
I intentionally wanted to sabotage you. I genuinely think Ross is going to do better than William.
Bellwether race, because here is where the championship will be decided in the fall. Hi, everybody. Mike Joy, Danica Patrick, Clint Boyer with you. And let's put
well, the race isn't in Glendale. The race is in Avondale.
Joey Logano was barely a top 10 car here last spring, and then come the fall race, he got up on the wheel and won the championship. So how big is this? How different is it? What's the heat going to play into it? And the new package? That's a lot to unpack, Clint.
Yes, and more yes. I'm telling you guys, these guys are going to be slipping, sliding around. We watched that race last year. Joey Logano dominated the fall race, won that championship. They didn't like that. Didn't like the short track package. We come up with a new package, a lot less downforce. That means these guys are going to be slipping, sliding around. What they're not ready for is practice Friday. It was a lot cooler. Even qualifying yesterday, cooler. Today, Danica, we were down there on the starting grid, very hot outside. That means these guys are going to have their hands full in the race car.
I was like, silk is a bad choice. It's definitely much warmer, much warmer. But I still think, Clint, that it's going to be the usual suspects. That's really what it is here. You know,
I'd still
Kevin's
smash.
going to be strong, I think. Denny's up there, even though he's complaining that, you know, he doesn't feel like his team or Toyota's very strong. I'm sure Kyle Busch will play an element as well. And of course, Kyle Larson, who's been the only one that hasn't complained about the car feeling like it has less downforce, even though it has 30% less downforce. That's probably why he's on the pole.
So Kyle didn't just win practice. He was lights out on all of the metrics we use, consecutive 10, 15, 20 laps. Then he goes out and blows everybody away for the pole. Big difference. So if there's one driver here that has a target on his back, it is Kyle Larson from the pole.
Yeah, there's no question. If you're going to win this race, how are you going to do it? You're going to have to go through that 5 car. But his teammate, William Byron, we just talked to him in the pre-race show. That car is extremely fast. Kevin Harvick. There's blood in the water, folks. I'm telling you, this is his best racetrack, and I think it's coming. He could be a guy that can win this race today, again, for the 10th time.
You know, I think that we should be looking out for who falls off the most. I think it's going to get slippery and challenging, but who is able to maintain the most amount of speed as those tires degrade further and further. I think from about lap 40, it's going to get interesting.
I just said, he just asked me in my ear, folks, you heard it. I said, Joey Logano, get me Joey Logano. He won this race. He dominated here in the fall. I'm telling you, Joey Logano is another one. Didn't really show up in practice. Didn't really show up yesterday in that qualifying session, but he shows up when the money's on the line.
And William Byron, momentum is all on his side. He and Rudy Fugle found something to where he led more laps than everybody else combined en route to victory last week. So those are some of the favorites. There will also be some surprises. There always are here. We're ready to race in the Sonoran Desert of Arizona. Let's go trackside.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Representing United Rentals, please welcome Stephanie Von Pine and DeMarco Knox. Driver, start your engine! Woo!
The engines roar to life. The drivers are all in a good mood and at the ready. Every seat has been sold. Let's go racing in Phoenix.
rocking chair would look great in our new house.
No, a new house, eh? Well, you should definitely see how Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Nice tip. I'll give you $2 for
Kyle races with glasses now? I didn't see that. You'll permanently sabotage me? No, you can't, because I won't ever ask you to fill out my bracket.
That is definitely not for sale.
Is this a yard sale?
If it's in the yard, then it's for sale.
Here we go.
Geico. It's easy to switch and save on homeowners and renters insurance.
You finally fixed that transmission, but you have all of these to go. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
I believe that Josh Berry gets a top 20 finish today.
Ensures a guaranteed fit. Let's see, you'll need headlights and the bumper. At least you can skip the car wash. Just go to eBay Motors. The check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
When you see Wendy's Square Hamburger, you know you're getting the best. That's why Reggie Miller is celebrating our every move.
Boom, baby! There's the beef! You ain't getting this next door.
Reggie says celebrating Wendy's hamburgers is a team effort.
Look at that.
And he's right.
In the building.
Sorry, Reg.
You like it.
When you want the best hamburgers,
Where's the beef?
choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Dave Single.
Much has changed over our 75 years. But the thing that never does, the anticipation, the holding of breath until that first green flag drops and the crazy journey begins all over again. If you could travel 75 years from now, you might not recognize much at all. But one thing will never change. That feeling you get when the race begins again.
Pink, Taylor Swift, Coldplay, Kelly Clarkson, and more. Live. The iHeartRadio Music Awards, Monday, March 27th, live on Fox.
In the Valley of the Sun, the landscape is like no other. Where the asphalt meets the rugged mountain range, it may look like the desert.
All right, so win picks for today. I'm out with my mom, so you won't be here for long. All right. But yeah, win picks for today. I have Ryan Blaney winning. Dom has Martin Truex Jr. winning, and Jaden has Kyle Larson winning. Who do y'all got?
The Nascar Cup Series is ready to take their run in Phoenix.
A little credence to get things started on a Sunday. There's the 1 mile Phoenix Raceway.
Your win pick is Logano. If he crashes, it's Brad. Logano starts 16th today, and Brad starts... Where's Brad starting? 4th. Oh, wow. I was looking lower down just because I figured that's where he'd be.
Team have been lights out, class of the field all weekend long, but what do you need out of this race car to be there at the end?
We'll find out here.
Why are they doing interviews after they started the engines?
In the long run, it's much hotter today, so I'm sure it'll be
Or is this
different
pre-recorded?
than Friday, but on our InterCars.com, Chevy's been fast, so I know it's got speed. Just we'll see how the handling is on a very long run, but it's a tough race. These Cup races are so hard to win, so we'll see if we can get it done.
Kyle Larson rolling up on pole, Mike.
Boy, you found out last week how...
Oh, okay, yeah, that was pre-recorded.
In hand and a late caution gave William Byron the opportunity, and he seized it. Kevin Harvick, 9 victories here in the Arizona desert, and an incredible string of top 10 finishes unequaled in the history of NASCAR. Harvick last year broke a tie for consecutive top 10s at one track with 2 of NASCAR's...
You say Ryan Preece has an alright day? Oh yeah, I think he'll do pretty good. I think he'll get a top 10.
Let's dial up Kevin.
Ryan Preece
Hey,
is
Kevin,
gonna
this is
pick it
Mike
up, get a
Clinton
top
on the cup in
10.
the booth. You got me?
I think Josh Berry gets a top 20 today in just his 4th career
It's your
start.
last season. I'm excited to see how these last couple times at Phoenix goes. You are the GOAT here. Since it's your last season, do you want to maybe let us in on a little secret how that's happened?
Fast cars. I always tell people you can't drive a slow car fast. So, look, it's been a racetrack that I've raced at since the mid-90s. Been through a little configuration change, but short tracks have always been an emphasis. And and knowing how much I care about this place. And so it's just been a great place to race. We have a great fan base here, and I've always enjoyed being able to be successful here. So hopefully today is no different, and we can continue that trend in our Hunt Brothers Ford Mustang.
I have no doubt that you will. All right, where do you think that the most important element of the race is going to be? Where's it going to be won and lost today?
I think you're going to have a good handling car, but you're going to have to move around the racetrack and find something that works for your car. And I think you're going
In
to have
3
to
months, I'll be able to buy a 3-cheat cart.
be in a position to take advantage of other people's mistakes when they miss their marks and make up position.
All right, well, you're really good at that, so good luck today.
Thank you.
Harv will roll off 15th. Here's the starting lineup. Kyle Larson, 2021 Phoenix winner. Denny Hamlin, 2-time Phoenix winner. William Byron, last week's winner, and Brad Keselowski, twice a runner-up here in row 2. Christopher Bell has 2 top 5s this season, finished 10th here last fall. And the point leader is Ross Chastain.
You will sabotage all of my 3G packages? Well, I'd like to see you fucking try.
The hometown boy, Michael McDowell from nearby Glendale, gets his best career start here. And Ryan Blaney, top 4 the last 3 races at Phoenix, runner-up last fall. Kyle Busch, a 3-time Phoenix winner.
These cartoons are so weird.
Like, first time this year. Race fans, today's race also comes with a chance to win $10,000 of Clint's cash for free. Fox Bet Super 6. All you need to do is download the free Super 6 app on your phone. Enter your 6 predictions for today's race. Download.
Yeah, how did I do last week in my Fox Bet picks?
And we'll get late-breaking stories from Pit Road and from our crew chief, Larry Mack. Let's begin with Jamie Little.
Mike, you mentioned Ryan Blaney. He's been top of mind throughout the garage this weekend as one of the best cars. But the team told me they are hopeful they have a race-winning car, but they don't feel like they have that raw speed that they did last year. So they have to compromise. They freed that car up. He's not going to be very comfortable. They said that is the only way to be fast in this race today. But keep in mind, he finished here second in the fall. They're hopeful they'll get one spot better and get to victory lane today. Reagan Smith?
Jamie, what a difference a year has made for Brad Keselowski in the 6th race car. A year ago, struggles to even run inside the top 20, but this year, top 10 speed in every race that we have been to. Brad told me that progress is something he is very proud of, but they want to continue to see that. Today, with the expected tire fall off and slower speeds, the team feels like that will be a huge asset to them, and the fact that Brad is very good at managing those tires. Larry Mack?
Yeah, Regan, these crew chiefs today, they're going to feel like they're playing a chess match with strategy. The way these cars are going to be sliding around, their driver will want 4 fresh tires every time, but you only have 9 sets. Now, the fuel window is about 90 to 94 laps, but it's more about the tire window. That first stage, 60 laps, it takes care of itself. But stage 2, 125, stage 3, 127, I say split them in half, but if somebody comes, Mike, you better not be far behind because fresh tires will be key.
Thanks, Larry. A race of strategy today on a track that is unique. The front straightaway at Phoenix has this dogleg where the racing surface is 50 feet wide. It's another 110 feet right down to that point, which is the end of the pit wall. And some drivers will get very close to that, trying to cut the dogleg and shorten up their lap, especially on restarts.
And you can see just how much of a shortcut that is. That's a great overhead view of that dogleg and just how extreme and how tight that is.
And you're always going to see the most amount of excitement there on the start and the restarts. Complete chaos.
Here's some Denny Hamlin audio. He's on the outside pole.
Okay, everything ready to go. Give us a good restart. Stay with them on the short. Just so we're up on the long. Let's go. Ready. It's a big deal. 8 months from now, it's going to be bigger. Treat it the same today. Let's go. I want to win.
That's the point. This is where the championship...
And Dom will probably be coming later, at some point. But... Alright, green flag is in the air. We are racing from Phoenix.
Is on the throttle, and we've got a green flag.
Got a really good jump. I think he kind of caught Denny off guard where he started. Teammate William Byron right there behind him at tow.
And look at what these restarts in that dogleg does. It puts you 3 and 4 wide all the way back through the field.
You know, this is one of those really cool tracks where not only can you use the apron on the front straightaway, but you're going to use it a ton in 1 and 2 as well.
Larson Byron, right where we left off last week. Those two.
So what are the stages for today? I think it's lap 60.
Larson holds it tight on the outside, but there's your lead change.
William Byron takes the lead.
You know, we talked about the 5-car and the
Man's
speed
on
that he
fire.
had. Talking to the guys in the garage area, they said, man, he's only got speed up front. I think he maybe
60, yeah, lap 60, and then lap 185 will be the end of stage 2. And then the final 127 laps will be stage 3.
Right up next to him.
The other thing is, we talked about it, this track is a lot slicker, a lot hotter, sun beating down on it than they've seen all weekend long. I think it's going to catch a few.
Who the fuck is Ava?
Christopher Bell got door slammed by his teammate Hamlin exiting turn 2. He drops as low as he can in turn 3 while trying to rebound.
Brad Keselowski coming to the outside around 3 and 4. Christopher Bell.
Kyle Busch has already dropped 2 spots.
Then you had Chastain coming, and this does not surprise me a bit. Super solid. We've talked about them second and third last year. Been solid all year long here. That Trackhouse bunch just keeps getting faster. Delivers fast cars for these guys. I think you're going to see a lot of Chastain today.
I agree, Clint. I think that if I have a call for somebody outside of the usual suspects here at Phoenix, I think Ross has a really good shot. He's an aggressive driver, and he's had good results here.
Who is that? Keselowski way down to the bottom? Yes. Down. They use that dog leg apron in running, not just on restart.
But it ain't just on the dog leg. That's Tyler Reddick on the bottom, and he used the dog leg down the back straightaway. Excuse me, the front straightaway now, and in the corner, all the way around on the apron.
That apron in 1 and 2 is really helpful. It can be helpful on the restarts when you have grip and you can just pull the car wherever you want. But it can also be helpful later in the run when the car doesn't want to turn and you get your left sides over it to get the car de-wedged a little bit to get it to rotate and make the corner.
Bell and Chastain continue to battle.
Chastain finally gave up the spot there. They have battled. Well, I say gave up. I think he's going to try him on the bottom again. Bell shuts the door.
I like how close we're seeing the cars. You know, we're talking about how difficult it is to get really close, but these guys are bumper to bumper.
When he shut the door on Chastain, look, Chastain missed the bottom, slid up the racetrack, checked up, and now you got Blaney coming underneath of him. That's how close it is. You check up with these race cars the least little bit, and the next car's pouncing on you.
Especially if you do it in 3 and 4 because you have such a long straightaway after that.
Chastain outside, watching from Blaney, the Ford Performance Cam, giving you these views.
You know, I always found 3 and 4 to be definitely the more challenging end. It at least exacerbates whatever your problem is. If it's not turning, it's going to be really difficult to carry any speed through the center of 3 and 4. And if it's loose, you can't get in and you can't put the power down. So 3 and 4 is really the critical end.
First side-by-side battle is Reddick on the outside of Michael McDowell, and Tyler Reddick takes that 8th spot. And here comes Daniel Suarez in the 99.
It's just 9 laps in, but man, my eyes weren't lying to me in practice. Just like last weekend, it was a 2-horse race, and that 24 and a 5 are showing up again. The question is, can they hold this pace? Are they going to fall off in the tail end of this run? That's going to be the question. If they do that in this first stage, this competition's in trouble because they're running and hiding right now and laying down some fast laps.
So already most cars have dropped off 4 to 5 tenths of a second from the fastest lap they ran at the start of this run.
You know, that was the question. Are they going to be able to make this first stage 60 laps on tires? Obviously, the fuel windows.
Why Danica again? I don't know. I just remember they had her for 2 straight races last year. The same races, Vegas and Phoenix. So.
Well, not only are the tires going to fall off, but the drivers are going to be screaming.
Joey Logano in trouble here. He's dropped back quite a bit as he and Martin Truex get together.
A couple times, once, twice, Logano gets into him. Came up the racetrack, the car took off, he caught it, got back into him again. The first time makes you upset if you're Martin Truex Jr., the second time really makes you mad.
Yeah, I'm going to say that early in the race, and look, Joey's an aggressive driver out there. I've had my moments, but I think that it's too early for that to be on purpose. I would imagine that he's probably sliding around a little bit. I wonder what it looked like a little further around the corner before that happened. But that's definitely not going to make Martin real happy.
Bubba Wallace battling Truex. This is for 17.
Who the fuck is it?
Happening about 9 seconds off the lead. Kevin Harvick to the inside of the 43, making the pass on Eric Jones. That's for 13.
Kind of just holding pace right there with Kevin. I thought he was going to take off a little bit better. I'm probably sure he thought the same thing as too. But man, I'm telling you what I see so far. Denny Hamlin, he's the only one that's maybe running the same lap times, matching lap times of those two Hinder cars out front.
William Byron trying to drive off into a different zip code. Kyle Larson trying to keep him in sight. 13 laps complete in the Arizona desert.
Will remain radioactive for years to come. Well, thank goodness it's time for the good news of the week.
And boy, do we need it. Well, this safe driver saved money with the Snapshot app from Progressive. How do you feel?
Good.
He's better than good. He got rewarded for driving safe and driving less.
Sorry, Barb, just to confirm, this is the feel-good news of the week?
This is what we found.
Yay, Snapshot! When you see Wendy's Square Hamburger, you know you're getting the best. That's why Reggie Miller is celebrating our every move.
Boom, baby! There's the beef! You ain't getting this next door.
Reggie says celebrating Wendy's hamburgers is a team effort.
Look at that.
And he's right.
In the building.
Sorry, Reg.
You like it.
When you want the best hamburgers, where's the beef? Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Dave Single.
Driving for Tony Stewart is tough. Working for him is even tougher. Thankfully, this Behringer tractor makes everything easier. Little to the left. Like moving this gazebo. We've been at it all day, and this tractor ain't even breaking a sweat. I'm not feeling it. Let's try it over here. Over where, Tony? Dang it, we already tried that. Maybe we should try harder. Maybe you should try to be quiet, old man. Why don't you jump off that tractor and come make me?
Get 0% financing and save thousands at the Mahindra Spring Sale.
Spring is the perfect time for a refresh. Ashley's Orange event is happening for 3 days only, March 10th through the 12th. Shop hot deals on some of our best styles throughout the store and online. Plus get 60 months no interest, no minimum, and no down payment. Only at Ashley.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day, stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough, and it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you, because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
Nascar on Fox is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. And by Ford, built for America. 18 laps complete amid the giant Saguaro here. William Byron 1.8 seconds up on Kyle Larson. Denny Hamlin is 4 back. Brad Keselowski almost 5. Christopher Bell 5. But Clint, lap times have fallen off now 0.7 of a second to a full second from where we started.
I can tell you from my vantage point, guys, I don't even need to look at lap times. I'm looking out the window right down here in the middle of 3 and 4. These cars are sideways. The tails are wagging all over the place. These boys got their hands full. That was the vision for this package, and I think that so far they've moved that needle.
So more on the changes, aerodynamic changes that NASCAR has made for the short tracks. Here's Larry Mack.
Mike, we have major aero changes for the race today at Phoenix. So I'm in the Toyota Tech Center. Let's go to our Toyota cutaway car. Let's start with the rear spoiler at the back of the car. Remember, the rear spoiler affects aero drag and rear downforce. At Fontana in Vegas, that rear spoiler was 4 inches tall by 60 inches wide. Today, only 2 inches tall.
Who do I got winning stage 1? Well, looks like Byron's going to do it.
Underbody changes. Behind the 2 front tires, the engine panel strake's been removed, less front downforce, and then the rear area, those 3 center rear diffuser strakes, they're gone. Overall, we've taken about 30% of downforce away from this car versus what we've been running. And Mike, that's the least amount of downforce we've had in the car since the late 90s.
Thanks, Larry. Now, Danica, let's add to that. It's the hottest day of the weekend.
It's a lot hotter. It's, cloud cover, cooler temperatures. It's a little bit breezy, but the sun is shining down here in Phoenix, as it does most every day of the year. And the drivers, for the most part, everybody was saying it was less grip.
You're watching my live stream from Glendale, Arizona, so you're not at the race today?
When a cloud comes over, it's been beating sun all day.
The race is in Avondale.
Takes me back to yesterday. What was the only driver that said he didn't feel any difference with the car?
Kyle Larson.
And his car is extremely fast. Just like it was last weekend, both of those Hendrick cars make an extreme grip for these guys. I'm telling you, watching the cars down through the middle of 3 and 4, those two Hendrick cars are quite a bit better than the rest.
Byron is great.
Well, Mike, keep an eye on this 5 car as we get further into this run. I spoke to Cliff.
He's on fire, dude. Like, jeez.
Thanks, Jamie. So Larry Mack seeing the tire fall off now at 1 second a lap or higher. How do you feel about trying to make that one set of tires you started on go 60 laps to end this stage?
Yeah, and Mike, looking back at Friday's practice, and I probably talked to a dozen crew chiefs last night. Yeah, the fall-off was a concern, but tire wear was more of a concern. But I think their hopes were with the Xfinity Series race yesterday and the ARCA race on Friday night, there's enough rubber laid down that as far as wear, they can't make it. But I'm still going to monitor how much fall-off we have, because if somebody's going to split this stage in half, we're only about 4 or 5 laps away from that mark.
All right, thanks. Byron now 2.7 up on Larson, who's seen a little more fall off than William has.
It's a really good point, and listen to Larry, if anybody's going to split this stage, it's going to have to be pretty soon. Now, who would that be? There's some of these guys back here in the back. I'm watching Austin Dillon in the 3.
Oh, now you are watching from Avondale.
It's evil underneath of him, and you don't have to look too far back, and the leader's coming. So some of those guys got a decision to make pretty quick.
Usually what you see in this first stint is that who pits early needs it, right? This is going to be an indicator of, I think, who's the most unhappy with their car or who's in traffic. That can be another element, but the ones that...
So, Matt, you got to tell me, do you go to every race, or do you just, like, go to the city that the race is in and just, like, hang out?
And nobody's getting away from each other. It's very interesting. It'll be important what they do on this pit stop.
So 28 laps complete now with the field all single file. Good time for us to take a break so we can come back for pit stops should they occur under green here.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
What's the name of that show?
The Masked Singer! Fox Wednesday,
So you always ask that but never get a response? Yeah, I know.
When our favorite friends come to play.
I'm just hoping one of these days I get a response.
With voices bigger than Big Bird. Baby, you're no good.
You're so good. I'm out of here.
Sesame Street Night on an all-new Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox. Brought to you by the letter L.
Ready, set, go. Get 3.99 APR financing for 48 months on your new 23 Toyota
That didn't
Camry
sound good.
or your new 23 Toyota Corolla at Burdick Toyota in Cicero, your Camry connection.
After being charged with DWI, there can be a lot of fallout. From massive financial hardships to job loss, losing your driver's license makes it even worse. Or most severely, serving probation or even going to jail. Navigating this fallout is hard. You're going to want a team with experience. A team that's redefining the DWI defense playbook.
I don't think Matt's a bot. I just don't know what he says most of the time. What's up, Matthew? How you doing? Sam, Kyle Busch is not doing good. Not doing too well in the so far, but we got to win today. I got Blaney winning today. He's running 5th right now. Kyle Busch drops 2 spots pretty much immediately, but he's still hanging around in 11th.
Spectrum Advanced Wi-Fi can handle up to 200 devices. Goodbye, sweet world. Get Wi-Fi you can rely on. Get Spectrum One.
Ready, set, go. Get 4.99 APR financing for 48 months on new 23 Toyota Camry, Corolla, Highlander, and RAV4 hybrid models. At Burdick Toyota in Cicero. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
You're watching Fox 68, WSYT 68.1.
William Byron, who put a fire pit under his seat last week, this week, he has led all but one of the 33 laps so far, and he is 3 seconds ahead of his Hendrick Camaro teammate, Kyle Larson. There's our aerial coverage looking at Monument Hill, provided by Goodyear, powering the race from green to checkered flag and every mile in between. Goodyear, more driven. William Byron had only led 27 laps in his career.
77 degrees in Avondale.
Entering today, he's already led more than that.
Got them elbows up on the start. Went up there and took the lead from the pole sitter, Kyle Larson, and has never looked back. Got that lead checked out in that clean air. Car's really fast. I'm telling you, I think it's going to come down to just like we saw last week. Whoever beats one another out of those pits for that track position could be your winner.
Denny Hamlin.
You wouldn't be surprised if Kyle or Harvick wins today. Harvick's up to 9th. I think he started like 17th.
Good run in the early going for Team RFK. Brad Keselowski running in the top 7, and Christopher Buescher has gained more positions than anyone, up 7 spots from 21st to 14th. But the fastest car right now seems to be Kevin Harvick. Started 15th, he's running 9th, and his fall off in lap times has only been 0.6 of a second.
That's exactly where it is, too. It's all fall off. It's happening.
KB wears glasses.
7, 8, 9 laps. I'm telling you,
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I didn't see that shot of him wearing glasses.
He is held and steady in a lap time, so just keeps motoring down. I think you'll see him in the top 5.
Maybe it's just a new fashion statement.
They're your biggest movers, lower right, Jamie.
William Byron continues to lead his led 36 laps. I talked to William this morning, and he said the difference in this car here this time around is it's not as edgy with this new aero package. He said it's more in my hands. I'm more in control. I can slip and slide and feel comfortable that my car's not going to come around and snap loose like they found a lot of times in a lot of races last year. As for the car right now, Mike, he said I don't have much to complain about. You know what? He said it last week, and where did he end up? In victory lane.
Absolutely. Now, we mentioned Kevin Harvick on the march. Also, Tyler Reddick is up from 12th to 6th. Larry Mack.
Yeah, he's up to 6th position. I've been watching what he's
Sunday is NASCAR race day in America. Hell yeah, buddy.
Everybody's working between 4th and 5th gear. But what Tyler Reddick has been doing, when he catches somebody, I watch.
What's your dark horse winner today? For me, it's Brad. I would say McDowell, honestly. Like, I could see him, like, as a dark horse.
Well, it's doing something right, I'm telling you. He was extremely fast here last year.
Reddick is doing a lot better today than he has been in the first 3 races, running 6th right now. I wouldn't consider him a dark horse, I guess, but...
This is Ryan Blaney at work.
Yeah, didn't get much of a response, I see. Matt, tell me your story. Do you go to every race? Just tell me a little about yourself.
Really straight. That's going to help so much with power down. That's smooth. That looks good.
It looks a little tight to me, and I think that's where that smoothness is coming from. But hey, I'll tell you another thing. He's running 5th. Car is handling good.
So no one decided to split this stage in half. We've had no action on pit road. As you get a couple different views, including the driver's eye inside Kevin Harvick's helmet.
You see him run Chastain down, and he drove right to him. And I talked to Kevin before the race. He said catching him's one thing, getting around him is another. Very hard to make a pass with somebody. You get in their wake, and it just slows you down.
What do you think Kyle Busch needs to do to win?
Somewhere on this racetrack, where he's not running.
He needs to finish ahead of all the other cars.
Break, it was McDowell and him duking it
That would be the first step. Just being in front of all the other cars.
And then he got by and just pulled away. So, you know, as he said, it's another thing to get by the car. So they're going to have to move around, and it doesn't look like there's necessarily one predominant line that is so much faster.
But some good adjustments would help.
It's just a matter of probably the car making a mistake in front of you.
Harvick in ninth as you watch from the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam. William Byron leading by 2.5. We're going to take you Fox side by side.
Third commercial break today in 21 minutes. At least this one's side by side. The mud.
Ram owners have heart for being fearless, determined, and bold. That's why it's time for you to be a Ram. Now with 0.9% financing for 60 months, get an average $11,600 in finance savings on our most popular models.
As a mom, I want to have peace of mind while she's at college. I like
What's
to know
Kyle
that
Busch's scheme today? The Cheddar's car. I want him to drive 3Chi again. I wonder if he's driving that next week.
Where Verizon was the only reason I got from point A to point B.
That's why we build the most reliable 5G network in America.
And #1 in JD Power Awards for network quality 30 times in a row. Does your phone run on Verizon?
We need to crack Matt Ranieri's code.
But it's never experienced anything quite like this. A 2-day racing and music festival featuring the Chainsmokers, Miranda Lambert, the Black Crowes, and Charlie Crockett. It's NASCAR in the streets of Chicago, and so much more. The Chicago Street Race Weekend. For tickets and experiences, visit NASCARChicago.com.
Ashley's biggest mattress event.
Don't know if you've seen anything about this, but Fox tried to front load commercials at the start of the race, so towards the end of the race they could do the rest side by side thing completely. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just every lap is important in my opinion, so to miss any laps, I just don't get why you can't do full screen commercials for cautions. When the caution is out, do full screen commercials. Do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. When it's green flag, do side by side. I should not be missing a single lap of green flag action. Like, I'm sorry. I watched the Indy 500 last year, and they would go to full screen commercials under caution and then do side by side under green. Makes perfect sense.
Or sealed with a pinky. And after 100 years, we're still taking care of the military community and their families. That's our mission, always.
Use Abu Dhabi Sports 2 for full coverage. So they just got the weird broadcast on there.
And you note the first stage is much shorter than the other two here at Phoenix. We have been all green flags so far as we come to 11 to go in stage 1, now with 50 laps complete. And that status bar is going to migrate over underneath the Fox box. And when it does, you'll be able to show where we are in the race just at a glance. That'll show you green and caution, and the stage brakes are there in black.
Well, you said it 10 laps to go here in this stage, and I'm telling you, these guys are slipping and sliding everywhere. Cannot wait to see these cars get in. I want to see the tire wear, see how close they really are. May see it before they even get to the road.
There, so try not to get choked down over here if they can. Chicaneed on this 54, 10 more.
Well, William Byron and Kyle Larson have now run the last 250 laps. 1-2. Or
Damn.
Take your pick. 200 laps last week. And the first 50 laps of this race as we come toward the end of stage 1 with 8 different teams represented in the top 10 positions.
And you're really getting some guys up high. This is getting pretty interesting. We're only, we're 50 laps into it. They're struggling. Oh, 78 slow.
BJ McLeod having some trouble here. Right at the start-finish line.
And a long way to go to get to pit.
see if he can get down.
Caution could make this very interesting.
Not going to happen. They're going to clear him down after this car right here.
Yeah, there he goes.
And he will get to pit road.
You're right. Whew, that was a close one.
Yep.
Telling you.
Mike Joy's been talking about it on his Twitter. They pay NASCAR $25 million a race and barely even after it barely break even after all their commercials. They can't cut commercials out or have a side by side. You should look at it all.
The problem on McLeod's car, he went high in turn 4.
Yeah, we'll go on Mike Joy's Twitter.
Ricky Stenhouse, watch this.
Slipping and sliding. Got out from underneath of him, got up in the trash, got into the wall. Just a kiss, though.
Oh, Artie, that's just butter on the bagel. That's not a... He didn't hit the wall. He
Just a
kinda
schmear.
scraped it. A schmear. There you go. There you go. Bagel fans know what that is.
Oh, look at that. So interesting about what the drivers experience inside the car.
Absolutely. Look at that heart rate down there. Through the roof.
Good angle.
That'll do that to you. Getting in that wall, slipping, sliding around, holding on to that baby.
If you guys have ever wore a heart rate monitor while you've worked out, you know that 170 beats per minute is ticking. And that's the interesting thing about race car driving is that you really have like the heart rate of a runner basically. And so I always laughed and said we do marathons every weekend because it lasts about 4 hours.
Well, I didn't realize what it did until I retired. I can tell you how much it did. It's about 2 chins and about 15 pounds.
I feel you, Clint.
Harvick in ninth, looking for stage points. Here are the point standings with the race winners in yellow. Highest driver in points at the end of the regular season moves into the playoffs, along with the drivers who won the most races.
Abu Dhabi isn't odd.
The 16 positions in the playoffs. Joey Logano and Chase Briscoe are just on or outside the top 20. Last year's winners here having no luck at all today.
Pretty hard to believe. Dominated this race when we were here last. That 22 car, Joey Logano. Unbelievable how much trouble he's having. Not happy with that car at all. He can guarantee he's looking forward to this caution.
Right now, all the crew chiefs are going, I'll get you tires. Just give me 3 more laps.
Ooh, I don't know if I can get you there, bud. You've seen those heart rate monitors. I'm telling you, the way these cars look coming out of turn 4 at us from this booth, everybody's heart rate's up.
Now, Joey Logano's got to hang on right here to be the free pass car at the end of the stage. Going to have to keep Ricky Stenhouse behind him and hope that William Byron doesn't catch Ryan Preece and lap him before the green and white checker waves.
So important to hold on to that position if you're Joey Logano. He's going to be doing everything he can do to make that car wide. And if you're 47, you're going to try to anything. See, he almost got into him right there and picked up a big-time push behind him. Not much time here. Last lap. He's going to do everything he can do to try to get out of that way. Drove this thing way...
Championship winner here last year going a lap down. Yeah, Logano's not having a good day.
Pedal that thing.
And there's Byron about 2 car lengths back of Ryan Preece. That would spoil Logano's plan.
You got to run. You got to run. Oh, that's the foot.
And here comes William Byron off turn 4 to win stage 1.
All right, so Byron wins stage 1.
Last week, scoring 10 points and playoff points, and Joey Logano was able to hold off Noah Gragson and Ricky Stenhouse to get the free pass. There's your stage 1 winner. Rinse and repeat from last week, William Byron.
Home internet, what a pain in the hey neighbor.
Try T-Mobile, it sets up so fast.
It's like Wi-Fi that runs on 5G. Home internet from T-Mobile. Wait till you see. Tell me more, tell me more.
One cord's all that you need.
Tell me more, tell me more. Don't you worry about speed. I need to try it first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got the house!
Pods handles the driving. Pack at your pace, store your things until you're ready, then we deliver to your new home, across town or across the country. Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
Research shows people remember ads with a catchy song. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's a little number you'll never forget.
Did you know that Liberty Mutual
They're just gonna live in there?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah. Sick.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
You finally fixed that transmission, but you have all of these to go. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
NASCAR on Fox is sponsored by the Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express card. And by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Stage 1 complete. The 2023 World Baseball Classic continues tonight with a key matchup between Mike Trout and Team USA against Mexico, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. William Byron has won both Stage 1 last week and this week, all under the green flag. And we'll highlight Byron's crew as our pit crew of the week, led by Rudy Fugel, Jeff Cordero, Ryan Patton, Oren Osawaski, Spencer Bishop, and Landon Walker. The over-the-wall crew for William Byron. And that last pit stop was key to him getting it done last week in Las Vegas. All right, here they come to pit road. Jamie.
Well, Denny Hamlin, this 11-team man, loaded very close. So far in this race, free in and tight through the middle, loose off. They said, what do you need to be faster? Tighten me up so I can get in the corner. 4 tires for the 11. The 24 William Byron doesn't have much to complain about. Just told the team, I'm not one way or the other. I think I'm suffering less than everyone else. And yes, he is. 4 tires. Reagan.
Jamie, the 20 car Christopher Bell said he's pretty good with his race car. Main thing he wants is to maintain track position, and he wants to save his tires a little bit better on this next run.
So William Byron's going to win the race off pit road.
Williams just extremely good, meaning his team.
Looks like it.
No changes for him. He is loose the first couple laps. So.
Oh, maybe Larson did. Yeah, Larson won the race off pit road.
So you come out number 1.
Kyle Larson, first off pit road as we look at our race off pit road, sponsored by Ram. Now, the first stage was the short one. Stage 2 and 3 are twice as long as stage 1. Strategy will change.
I remember this week, Joy, telling people that Geico has been offering savings for over 85 years. That's longer than the Buffalo Wing's been around.
Dozen wings.
And did you know that Geico offers motorcycle insurance? Oh, my lips are burning. Oh, no, my lips are actually burning.
Geico. Over 85 years of savings and service. See how much you could save at geico.com.
It's too hot. Oh, this is too hot, mate.
I can't believe this is how you kids talk to your friends. This is talking. Did you have a nice day? Look at the size of these butterfly shrimp. Ginormous. Butterfly shrimp? What? Now she's talking.
COVID-19 and being overweight makes it more risky. I'm calling my doctor. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Authorized for emergency use, Paxlovid is an oral treatment for people 12 and up with mild to moderate COVID-19 and have a high risk factor for it becoming severe.
My symptoms are mild now, but I'm not waiting.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Having even one risk factor, like being over 50, diabetes, or smoking, increases your chances of severe COVID. Taken within 5 days of symptoms, Paxlovid reduced the risk of developing severe COVID-19 by 86%.
Paxlovid may strengthen or weaken other medicines. Taking it with certain medicines may cause life-threatening side effects or affect how Paxlovid works. So it's critical to tell your doctor about all medicines you take, including herbal supplements, because lab tests or changing the dose of your medicines may be needed. Tell your doctor if you have any serious illnesses, allergies, liver or kidney disease, are pregnant or plan to become pregnant, are breastfeeding or use birth control. Paxlovid may affect how your birth control works. Don't take Paxlovid if you're allergic to nirmatrelvir, ritonavir, or any of its ingredients. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, liver problems, and issues with HIV medicines. Other side effects include altered taste, diarrhea, high blood pressure, muscle aches, abdominal pain, nausea, and feeling unwell.
With my asthma, I knew it could be riskier. If it's COVID,
Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist.
AJ speeding on pit road. Oh, that sucks. Joey Logano got the free pass, so.
The stars and stripes are flying high. As the USA takes on the world's best. The World Baseball Classic. Mexico, United States. Tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Here are the stage points earned in Stage 1. William Byron, stage winner 2 weeks in a row. Kyle Larson, and the Toyotas 3, 4, 5. Brian Blaney, the first Ford. And Kyle Busch got the last stage point.
You know, when you come here, as you're watching them choose, and you know, when they've taken that outside, he didn't want to be there. He wanted to be in that number 1 pole position, but you have the number 1 stall, like the 5 car. That's your advantage. We saw that with Logano winning the championship last year, time and time again at these racetracks. But this one, with that pit road being on that big curve like that, the winner goes to that one. But I tell you, it was the pit stop too. You know, Larry chimed in and told me in my ear that you're looking at a 10-2 with a 5 that won off a pit road, and a 24 had a 10-8. So a little bit work to do in the stall itself as well.
All right. Penalties. AJ Allmendinger, too fast exit.
Going back green, this will be, or when we restart, it'll be lap 69. So whoever leads the first lap after the restart will be Mr. 69.
Center lock wheels. The wheel nut came off on him.
All right.
As we get ready,
Here we go. Green flag is back in the air.
Turn 4 run just to get as much power down out there as he could to get the run. It's like
barely holding on. Yeah, they're on the outside. They know how hard it is to get clean air. The battle for clean air is so important.
And Mr. 69 is Kyle Larson.
Definitely the fast way.
So did William. He didn't get that choice. He's trying to make that outside work. Not going to work this time. He's going to try to cross under the 5.
Don't let him. It's definitely here in the beginning. You need to get you down below. You get down below the line in 1 and 2. You can see that's where William was able to poke his nose in there. So, you know, staying very low at that end really pays off.
I think you're going to see a little bit of difference in this run. It'll look different. Everybody got a chance to adjust on their cars. That 8 car was sliding around a bunch. Kyle Busch was in trouble. 4 car with that long run speed. Maybe he can adjust that and get some short run speed out of it.
Chastain on the bottom, battling Christopher Bell. That's for 4th place. And here's some audio from Kyle Busch in 8th place.
KBP 7. AJ tied Dylan and Reddick with a penalty.
All right, this battle for 4th won't quit. Bell on the high side, Chastain on the bottom. Jamie.
And just a little bit more on the 8 of Kyle Busch. He said he wants that right rear planted, so they freed him up a little bit with air pressure and a wedge adjustment. Pit crew got it done there as well. Gained 5
positions are hard to come by on that slick racetrack, slipping, sliding around. You pick me up positions in the pits, I'll praise you. Take you to dinner, do whatever it takes, man.
Sure, he'll praise him if he can have a good long run speed. Kyle Busch was fast, but then it seemed like he dropped off a little bit, and that's where, as you were seeing him battle it out, we're in car with Kevin right there. Kevin seemed like he took off about the point in time when Kyle fell off, so it'll be interesting to see if those changes of freeing the car up will make the difference to be able to make the run better long, or if it will be a little too much.
So right now, Kevin Harvick has a faster individual lap than Kyle Busch, and that's one of Clint's stage 2 questions. Which of these two drivers will have the faster lap by the end of stage 2? And also, you get to guess how many yellow flag laps there will be between start of the race and the end of stage 2.
Well, I try to take care of my people. I don't know why I do this. I'm putting $10,000 out on the line, and then I try to help them out. I told them, pick that 9-race winner, Kevin Harvick.
I don't know. I saw Laura and your kids in the booth next door. She's not going to be happy about you giving away $10,000.
We're looking for a ride home if you got any takers.
Let's clean up the issue of Tyler Reddick. Yes, they had a slow stop because the nut came off of the hub, but he did not leave the pit box until they replaced it. So no penalty, just a slow stop for Reddick, who dropped 7 positions on the pit stop. He has since gained 4 of them back on the track.
Well, I can tell you, look at Larson, look at Byron at the front of this thing. Just like we saw last weekend, whoever beats whoever out of the pits, that's who takes off and leads the race. Larson's now a benefactor, taking off, hanging a tenth and a half on his teammate William Byron.
76 laps complete in Phoenix, 24 cars on the lead lap in the NCS United Rentals Work United 500.
Driving for Tony Stewart is tough. Working for him is even tougher. Thankfully, this Mahindra tractor makes everything easier.
Little to the left.
Like moving this gazebo. We've been at it all day, and this tractor ain't even breaking a sweat.
I'm not feeling it. Let's try it over here.
Over where, Tony? Dang it, we already tried that.
Maybe we should try harder.
Maybe you should try to be quiet, old man.
Why don't you jump off that tractor and come make me?
Get 0% financing and save thousands at the Mahindra Spring Sale.
30-year-old male struck by lightning, full cardiac arrest.
Could be some damage to major organs. We'll do our best.
Tomorrow. Buck in critical condition and a medically induced coma. Next 24 hours are going to be crucial.
I think I'm trapped in some kind of alternate universe fever dream.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm running out of time.
What's wrong?
We need some help in here. He's not breathing.
911, all new tomorrow on Fox.
Your business extends far outside your 4 walls, which means you need someone out there you can trust with your fleet. Quick Fill Fleet Fueling offers volume discounts along with detailed free reporting and no fees. Regardless of the size of your fleet, Quick Fill makes managing it a lot easier. Providing exceptional convenience and American-made fuels, we'll take care of your fleet so you can take care of your business. Quick Fill Fleet Fueling and you. Driving America.
Broadway shows live or die because of reviews.
We're not in showbiz, but reviews are still very important to us.
Our most recent 5 out of 5 rating, most appreciated.
Especially by my team here at Stanley Law. They take these reviews very seriously.
A glowing testimonial can keep a lawyer and their paralegal flying for a week.
Proving once again that when we all work together, we all win.
Stanley Law.
Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching Fox 68, WSYT 68.1.
November, NASCAR will return here to Phoenix to crown a champion in the Cup Series. Who will be the 4 drivers that battle for that championship? You could make a case for Kyle Larson. He and William Byron have led every lap so far, all 83 of them, with Larson out front by 1 full second. Let's give you an update on the Coca-Cola Racing family. Denny Hamlin started second, running third. Daniel Suarez in 13th. Joey Logano just got the free pass. He's back on the lead lap. Austin Dillon in 27th. Stage 1 was 60 laps. This stage is 125 laps as we get a view of several different driving styles.
Kyle Busch is looking to be the most smooth. Kevin definitely hanging on to it, but Kyle Busch's hands are very steady.
Kevin has always sawed on the wheel. As a teammate, he's always moved the wheel more than anybody. When you watch the steering traces, he always just saws on that thing to feel the race car.
Right, right. I mean, that can definitely be just a driver tendency for sensitivity. I'm just saying that from experience, that it's how sometimes a driver will feel the car through the steering wheel. Sometimes it's through the throttle. Sometimes it's off the right front. Sometimes it's off the right rear. Every driver has a little bit of a different preference for how they test the limit.
One thing I was watching here with Chase Briscoe is see how solid his wheel is in the middle of the corner. He's fighting a tight condition in the middle, and then it starts getting snappy loose up off. You see it twitching up off, but right in the dead in the middle of the corner, that thing kind of goes to a wheel lock. Definitely tight.
This is back at 18th place, 13 seconds off the lead. Teammates Truex and Gibbs. Regan?
Like the 45 of Tyler Reddick. Continuing to have a good run today. You mentioned the trouble they had on pit road with the left front, but in that race car, he has been very happy. While a number of drivers complaining about handling characteristics, Tyler Reddick says his car is pretty close to neutral, so keep an eye on him as these tires start to wear out again. Jamie?
Well, Hendrick Motorsports cars have been dominating this race, and their teammate Alex Bowman back in 13th. He got a bad qualifying run, was just too free. They tightened up the car for this race, but a lot of the same. Free on both ends. They tried to tighten him up there with air pressure and wedge, but he's just been back there mired in traffic, so hard to tell exactly how good his car can be if he can get up there with his teammates.
One of the things that I've noticed is just how in the lead, obviously, William Byron pulled away. Kyle Larson's on the radio during the yellow saying that Williams just that much faster, but now Kyle out in the front and he's commanding the lead. So I'm just seeing how critical it is to have clean air, and we're seeing how challenging it is to actually get by a car. Dirty air is track position's going to be a big deal today.
Well, I think that's why those two teammates race each other so hard on the front side of that first lap. It's so important to beat one another to that clean air.
Best story of the day, Brad Keselowski. Last year, his first year with RFK Racing, he did not run a single lap in the top 10 at Phoenix in either race. Today, that number 6 has been in the top 10 every lap so far. What a turnaround.
Spent some time with him. He was obviously on the pre-race, but I spent quite a bit of time with him before the race down in the garage area, just trying to figure out where that is. And man, the answer that he tells is just people reorchestrating. We've hired some new, help and reorchestrated the company from the ground up. Man, it's nice to see that hard work and dedication, starting to pay off. Very, very solid week in, week out this year.
Battling pretty hard at this point in the race. You see the 4 and the 45 wheel banging, going down the back straight and the dog leg. You're trying to get every position you can. It's obviously very challenging to pass, so when you finally make it happen.
So Larry Mack, 125 laps in this stage. How do you want to break this up for pit stops?
Yeah, I've been doing a little math, Mike, and we went back racing at lap 68, so I'm going to split it in half, which is somewhere around 55 to 60 laps per run. So I'm saying right now somewhere around lap 120 to 125, which is somewhere around 25 to 30 laps from right now. That's when you're going to probably hit pit road. But if somebody comes a little early, you cannot be far behind them.
Thanks, Larry. Look at this battle between teammates. Almirola and Priest have been side by side or nose to tail for about the last 12 laps as they work their way past Josh Berry.
Well, when they did it with some persuasion. The 10 car was in the back of the 9, moving him up out of the way down here at the last lap in 3 and 4. They ended up getting sorted out, but those guys were getting pretty pushy.
A couple of drivers there that have had a tough start to the season, getting caught up in other people's crashes.
Speaking of pushy, Kevin Harvick pounding that 6 Keselowski. Trying to move around. He told me you got to not run in the wake of that car in front of you. Move around, stay out of that air.
You see Brad stick his hand out the window? He pointed low. He doesn't want to fight that, right? I mean, sometimes you just cut your losses, but you saw Brad stick his hand out the window and point low. From Kevin's perspective, he's saying, go underneath me.
Well, the 4, I think, got in the back of him a little bit. Are you sure he was pointing go low, or what are you doing?
Is that the middle finger or the pointer finger?
I don't know what finger he showed.
Maybe I read
These guys
that
are
wrong.
racing each other hard. You have to. Every position counts. Very, very important. Hard to come by.
Kyle Larson's lead is shrinking. It's now down to a half a second over William Byron. Let's listen in on the leader.
Your 1 and 2 is good. It's pretty consistent. The difference in 3 and 4 is just how close we get to the line, kind of center off. When William beats us, he's a little lower, and when we beat him, we're a little lower. That's the difference.
I think the 5 car's starting to slip and slide around, get loose, sliding up out of that line. Can't hold it down like Cliff wants you to. Need some adjustments. Maybe when he can catch him.
William Byron closes in as the Hendrick Chevys run 4.5 seconds ahead of Christopher Bell. Kyle Larson, your leader.
My A1C stayed here. It needed to be here.
Ray's A1C is down with Rebelsis.
I'm down with Rebelsis.
My A1C is down with Rebelsis.
Down with Rebelsis.
Clinical study. Once daily Rebelsis significantly lowered A1C better than a leading branded pill. In the same study, people taking Rebelsis lost more weight. Rebelsis isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Rebelsis if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Rebelsis and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Rebelsis with sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Need to get your A1C down?
You may pay as little as $10 per prescription.
75 years around this epic track. But we've never stopped moving forward.
Wherever we go in the next 75, we're all better off with an ally.
Bring my yachts here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait,
How are those new wipers?
they're small.
Just go to eBay Motors where the check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
I need to try it first.
Ooh, the Chewy app. Clumping litter, salmon pate. We have enough to splurge on catnip toys. I feel so accomplished. Pet me, please.
Great prices, happy pets. Chewy.
Here we go.
The stars and stripes are flying high as the USA takes on the world's best. The World Baseball Classic, Mexico, United States, tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
102 laps complete. If you think you're watching last week's race in Vegas, well, this has the same complexion to it up front. William Byron, Kyle Larson, currently the leader, and they have led every lap so far. All green flags except for the end of stage 1. Here are today's lap leaders, sponsored by Novartis. It's a short list. Kyle Larson, William Byron. Christopher Bell, after getting past Denny Hamlin, able to drive away from Hamlin by about a second, but remains 4 seconds off the lead.
Running some pretty sporty lap times, though. Christopher Bell's keeps getting stronger and stronger. Maybe by the end of this thing, a couple more adjustments, they can get this hot rod where it needs to be. Go after the Hendrick cars.
William Byron had closed to within about 0.3 of a second of Kyle Larson, and now he's dropped back by the same amount. What's up there?
You know what pass with these things. You'll pass them when they get time to pit. You stay in shoot distance, okay? Just stay locked in, folks. Doing really good here. Stay locked in. Keep chipping away.
Hard to pass, it says.
I don't think he's going to get him just mano a mano. I think you're going to do exactly what they're starting to get into. You use these lap cars, and it's not, you know, you're watching where they'll move up out of the groove, giving that bottom. As they start getting the guys that are racing to stay on the lead lap, they're not going to give them the bottom. He's going to have to, that's going to force Alita Larson to move up out of the groove. That gives William an opportunity.
Kevin made that pass on Ross Chastain look pretty easy. He caught him, and he got by him in the middle of 3 and 4, cleared him, and Ross didn't even get a run down the front straightaway. So I think your pick, Clint, for Kevin being the one at the end, at the top, I think is a pretty good bet. He looked super solid, and he got by Ross Chastain easily.
They don't call him a closer for nothing.
Next Sunday, we are headed to the high banks in Atlanta, where now it's super speedway style pack racing. Race day, 1:30 Eastern on FS1. Race day moves to Fox at 2. Green flag just after 3 o'clock Eastern time on Fox.
We'll talk about wild. That racetrack can get you on your feet. Pretty much a super speedway now. They're going to be bumping and banging, drafting all over the racetrack. Cannot wait to get to the ATL. See what these boys do over there.
Ryan Blaney holds off Kyle Busch for 8th place. As you look back from the Cheddar's onboard camera on Busch's Chevy. And we're about a dozen laps away from when Larry Mack expects pit stops. So we'll be back for those. Kyle Larson leading William Byron now by 3/4 of a second.
I watched my first race yesterday.
You're on the team, kid. It's orientation day.
Hey, new guy. Let's get you up to speed.
Let's go.
Your workspace is ready.
Looks like you got a corner office.
Be part of something greater. Toyota. Let's go places.
Here's my dip.
Did you make yourself a layer dip?
Yeah, but it's just 7 layers of beans.
Resourceful. Or did you invite all your friends to watch your favorite team?
They're losing, but that's okay.
So sweet, so unique. Baby, there's nothing better. I bet you probably done something that deserves a doctor. Did you pretend to like sports or your girlfriend's dad would like you better?
What? No, I love sports. Me too.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like marinated oven roasted chicken tossed in our new hot lemon pepper sauce kind of better. And now you can find them on the Papa Parents menu. Get 2 or more Papa Parents favorites for just $6.99 each, only from Papa John's.
We are the early risers. The first to arrive and the last to leave. Fishing is our second nature, a way of life. And we know it's not always about what's in the net. It's bonding with a buddy over a shared passion. Start another great season out on the water at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's during our Spring Fishing Classic. Save on great gear, plus get the best boat deals of the year, including a tracker for less than $5 a day. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
NASCAR on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. Kyle Kyle Larson now leading William Byron by almost a second. Let's look at our Xfinity fastest lap. That was William Byron back on lap 3, followed by Kyle Larson at lap 4. Denny Hamlin's fastest lap was lap 4, and Brad Keselowski on the 5th lap of the race. Christopher Bell on lap 2. And they have all run up in the top 8 positions for most of this day. But here's our leader, Kyle Larson, starting to get into lap traffic.
I think this is going to be interesting how this...
What's wrong with Kyle Busch's car? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. He's just not as good as everybody else. Whereas, you know, everybody above him, he's just hanging around ninth.
Question of whether or not Kyle will come in sooner than later, or if William will try and undercut him just a little bit and pit that lap earlier to try and see if he can pass him on the stop.
Well, Larry Mack, last year, I don't think we had any green flag pit stops in this race, did we?
No, we didn't, Mike, but I'm going to tell you what, this is a tricky pit road to get onto. It gets a little slick down there, and you're trying to get down to 45 miles per hour, and it's just like Brad Keselowski told Danica and Clint and Chris in the pre-race. It's easy to get busted for speeding on pit road here, especially down there in that curve.
Yeah, so that opens the door up for, okay, well, why wouldn't it, once they start short pitting as a leader, why wouldn't you just come immediately? You start cutting that off too much and the caution comes out, you know, you're waiting on that. If one of those guys slip up, spin out, coming on a pit road, if it's going to come out, it's going to come out around a mistake like that. So very tricky, you know, decision to make on top of that box if you're crew chief.
And now with Larson in traffic, here comes Byron. He has cut the gap to 0.6 of a second.
Just like I said, as he gets into that lap traffic, and it's, you know, guys that are racing for their position on the lead lap, they're the ones that aren't going to give him that bottom.
All right, here comes Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin on pit road.
Jamie.
First car to pit.
That's right, first taker. Denny Hamlin makes his way down pit road. They took a swing at it after that first stop. He was free in tight through the middle. Wanted to snug it up a little bit as the guys go to work. Right side tires here. They already made that air pressure adjustment. You see the tear off there. He wants clear vision. They work the left side for Denny Hamlin. Let's see. It looks like the 5 is coming in, Mike.
Exactly that. 5 and the 24. As soon as he brought them in, he was the good running car, running up front, drew the leaders in. Here they come.
Jamie.
William Byron, he just hasn't had much to complain about. This car has been so good. It's just one problem, and that's been his teammate ahead of him, trying to get around him. Team has been good on that first stop. Air pressure adjustment, 4 tires here, Regan.
20 Christopher Bell, that race car needs a little bit more front turn, but the team predicted if it got hot and slick today like it is, they felt like they would be very strong in the 5 of Kyle Larson. Lots of updates about what the 24 behind him is doing. He's been trying third gear a couple times, just working his tools inside of that race car.
Under green flag conditions, Larson is going to beat his teammate off pit road. Ross Chastain assumes the lead for Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, and Chris Buescher.
Christopher Bell, they had trouble on pit road. Slow pit stop for the 20. Couldn't quite tell what was going on there, but definitely a slow stop.
Regan.
Ross Chastain in the one car, straight running the bottoms of turn 1 and 2, but the back of the car is out of the track everywhere on him. And radio issues on the one car, they had to switch radio channels during that run.
Brad Keselowski stays out. He is the race leader. And now in. And that will send Kyle Larson back to the lead as Keselowski makes his stop. So things cycle around now with all the lead lap cars, save Austin Dillon having been to pit road.
You heard Larry talk about it. No mistakes on that pit road. It'll be interesting to see if everybody makes it out of this thing unscathed. No speeding penalties. So a lot of guys having a little bit of trouble in the stall. There it is, 34 and 8.
Oh, come on!
Finishing up, green flag pit stops.
Fuck!
When you see Wendy's Square Hamburger, you know you're getting the best. That's why Reggie Miller is celebrating our every move.
Boom, baby! There's the beef!
God fucking damn it. And Syndic got one too.
Hamburgers is a team effort.
Look at that.
And he's right.
So, in the building.
Sorry, Reg.
You like it.
When you want the best hamburger, where's the beef? Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Dave Single. Ben, you alright?
The road to college can be expensive. Luckily, Bank of America lets Dad switch his choice cashback category, so he earns more on gas.
With the Bank of America customized cash rewards card, you just can't stop getting rewarded.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend.
Pushing McDowell too fast? Well, McDowell got one too. Kyle, Eric Jones, and Syndic got one.
Built Ford tough, and it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
Home internet with a pain in the... Hey, neighbor!
Try T-Mobile, it sets up so fast.
It's like Wi-Fi that runs on 5G. Home internet from T-Mobile? Wait till you see. Tell me more, tell me more.
One cord's all that you need.
Tell me more, tell me more. Don't you worry about speed.
That's it? Yeah. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer makes it easy to compare home insurance options. Man, I told my wife I'd be here for hours. What do we do now? We live.
Save time and money with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. What you do afterwards is up to you.
Oh, I was actually just thinking I would take a nap. Pretty tired. Okay.
Buying a car from Vroom is so easy. All you need is a phone and a finger. Just go to Vroom.com, scroll through thousands of cars, then tap to buy. That's it. No sales speak, no wasted time. Go to Vroom.com and pick your favorites.
After green flag pit stops, Kyle Larson, your leader. William Byron still second, but now 1.2 seconds back.
Kyle Busch 23rd now, a lap down.
27 laps complete. Here's your aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, powering every lap, every mile, and every victory on the road ahead. Goodyear, more driven. Let's clean up pit stops. Speeding penalties for Michael McDowell, Eric Jones, and Austin Cindric. And Kyle Busch has dug himself a big hole in the desert. There is an uncontrolled tire. That's a penalty. And he was nabbed for speeding on pit road. That is a second penalty for the number 8.
Oh, wow. That's just awesome. What a great fucking day this is.
The pit member on William Byron's team that you saw go to the ground during that stop, he has brushed it off. He's okay. And we'll continue. Denny Hamlin now 7 back. That gap's increased. Kevin Harvick 9.5 back. So Harvick up into the top 5. Ahead of Ross Chastain.
He needs these long runs. The car doesn't really take off on a short run. It takes literally 25, 30 laps before it really starts showing up in his favor. Talking about Kevin Harvick in the 4.
But you just said in his favor. Do you think it's that everybody else falls off more than him?
Yeah, but I think, all right, why? I think it's his driving style. I think he's always been good on the long run, but somehow, some way, Roddy Childers is going to have to get him probably a little bit free, to take off, and the car comes to him on a long run. Doesn't get tight in the middle quite as much as everybody else, but yes, it's all about the fall off, equation, and somehow they're going to have to get that thing going when you get to talking about the end of this race and the closing laps so he can get competitive on a takeoff.
Probably the biggest loser on those pit stops was Christopher Bell. He came in 3rd, but had a 19-second pit stop and came out 8th. Jamie.
You guys talk about the Ford. Kevin Harvick, he's up 11 spots since the start of the race. I talked to him this morning, and he said the key to today's race is going to be to have a car that is universal, meaning you can move around, run the bottom, run the middle, run the top. He's pretty much been able to do that. His only feedback, though, he needs more front turn. They've made
Do you have to do 2 pass-throughs, or how does that work? Well,
I'm
not sure. I don't know.
Right, you Everybody's been talking about these cars all weekend long being loose in, loose
I would
off.
assume so, but it doesn't look like he served that second penalty, so I don't know.
I feel like a strength of Kevin's is how smooth he is, and he makes very little mistakes. And so maybe part of what's kept given him long run is that he's tight in the center, but he's not abusing the car.
Well, hey, that experience, it pays off somewhere. It's got to exactly where. They got him a good hot rod, though. You know, you talk about the job that he does here, and he says, you know, you can't drive a slow car fast. Well, it always seems to be that here at Phoenix in particular, the fast cars always.
Barry is 19th.
All right, let's go just outside the top.
Yeah, I said earlier he's gonna get a top 20 today, and it looks like he might do that.
He's going to have to go through Tyler Reddick and Chris Buescher to do it, though. Buescher in ninth. His team owner and partner Brad Keselowski in seventh. They are two of the first four Fords in this race. Harvick in fourth, Blaney in sixth. Austin Dillon's made an unscheduled stop, and that will drop him to 2 laps down.
Yeah, they've really struggled this weekend with that 3-car. Austin Dillon wasn't very good at practice, struggled qualifying, and that thing has looked evil every lap down here in 3 and 4, completely sideways all over the place.
Here's his younger brother Ty in the 77 trying to hold back Zane Smith, the truck champ, doing some races in this number 38. As Brad Keselowski wants by, and so does Christopher Bell.
Heck of a battle here. Bell in that 20 trying to gain in positions back from that slow pit stop. Brad doesn't want anything of it. Going to be another 3 wide right here.
In the wall, Eric Almirola. Wheel right on the start-finish line.
Caution.
I heard the tire explode. The wheel left the hub. It's rolling around by itself. And hope nobody hits it. We're under caution.
Oh, whoa, look at that.
And that's not the entire wheel.
That's a good chunk of it.
Yep.
Well, show us the other side.
Caution for cause in this race comes out at lap 139.
All right, so Kyle Busch will get one of his, or
rebound from a crash at the end of the race.
Is he 2 laps down or is he 1 lap down? This thing is weird sometimes. Sometimes if it's like the leader already crossed the start-finish line, but yeah, so Kyle's 1 lap down. So we'll get the wave around, get back on the lead lap.
Something broke, gave away. It just took a hard ride, and then all of a sudden that wheel spits out. I'd say whether it came off, got loose, or something, that has something to do with what happened. That wheel.
As a mom, I want to have peace of mind while she's at college. I like to know where she is and that she's safe.
We got a flat tire. We pull over, it's super dark. We're able to reach out to our family members, let them know that we were safe.
I have been in many situations on the road where Verizon was the only reason I got from point A to point B.
That's why we build the most reliable 5G network in America.
And #1 in JD
I got too much time on my hands.
Does your phone run on Verizon?
Is it any wonder I got too much?
I need to try it first.
Get crafts, sporting goods, restaurants, and the future of NASCAR all from your neighborhood. DoorDash.
Trilogy for COPD.
Oh, you were gonna say I got 2 tickets to paradise? Nope.
You don't have to take COPD sitting down.
It's a new day.
It's time to make a stand.
I'm feeling good.
Start a new day with Trilogy. No once-daily COPD medicine has the power to treat COPD in as many ways as Trelegy. With 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trelegy makes breathing easier for a full 24 hours, improves lung function, and helps prevent future flare-ups. Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor.
Osteoporosis.
Chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or high pain occur. Take a stand and start a new day with Trelegy. Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy and save at Trelegy.com.
Welcome back to Phoenix, where Eric Almirola has brought off the caution at lap 139. He came into the pits, got a replacement wheel and tire, started to pull away, and noticed that the right rear toe link was broken. As a result of that impact with the outside wall, backed up into the pits to get that repaired. There is the end result, and now they're working on the right rear. We listened in.
The inside of the wheel is still on. The outside's laying right here up on your left. So we didn't flatten a tire, right? The wheel broke. Correct, the wheel broke.
And pit road is open. Kyle Larson, William Byron, Denny Hamlin bring them in. Jamie?
And Denny Hamlin in the 11 has done a nice job today, running top 4 all race so far. He said he's better on the short run there. A little bit tighter, so that has helped. He needs a little bit more, though, on entry. The 24 of William Byron said he needs a little bit more front turn as well. They're going to do a quarter round of wedge in the right rear. Regan?
The one car, Ross Chastain, is loose all the way around the racetrack. He also lost drive off of the corner that run, meaning when he went to put the power down, the back tires would slide and spin too much. The 5 of Kyle Larson, tighter this run than he has been all day long. Keep in mind.
Alright, so who's going to win the race off pit road here?
Commented about that. Wants a little bit of help on that.
Alright, so Larson, once again.
And we'll come back for the restart after caution flag pit stops in Phoenix.
COVID-19 and being overweight makes it more risky. I'm calling my doctor. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Authorized for emergency use, Paxlovid is an oral treatment for people 12 and up who have mild to moderate COVID-19 and have a high risk factor for it becoming severe.
My symptoms are mild now, but I'm not waiting. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Having even one risk factor, like being over 50, diabetes, or smoking, increases your chances of severe COVID. Taken within 5 days of symptoms, Paxlovid reduced the risk of developing severe COVID-19 by 86%.
Paxlovid may strengthen or weaken other medicines. Taking it with certain medicines may cause life-threatening side effects or affect how Paxlovid works. So it's critical to tell your doctor about all medicines you take, including herbal supplements, because lab tests or changing the dose of your medicines may be needed. Tell your doctor if you have any serious illnesses, allergies, liver or kidney disease, are pregnant or plan to become pregnant, are breastfeeding or use birth control. Paxlovid may affect how your birth control works. Don't take Paxlovid if you're allergic to nirmatrelvir, ritonavir, or any of its ingredients. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, liver problems, and issues with HIV medicines. Other side effects include altered taste, diarrhea, high blood pressure, muscle aches, abdominal pain, nausea, and feeling unwell.
With my asthma, I knew it could be riskier. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist if Paxlovid is right for you.
Ram owners have heart for being fearless, determined, and bold. That's why it's time for you to be a Ram.
We got a flat tire. We pull over, it's super dark. We're able to reach out to our family members, let them know that we were safe. The network came through.
#1 in JD Power Awards for network quality 30 times in a row. Does your phone run on Verizon?
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, and Steel.
No warehouse store can match the convenience of your locally owned Neighborhood Ace. So stop on by. You can also order online for curbside pickup or get what you need delivered today. Around the block, what you need in stock with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The 2023 World Baseball Classic continues tonight at Chase Field. Mike Trout and Team USA take on Mexico at 10
Kyle's
Eastern,
back
7
in the lap,
Pacific
yep.
on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. And there is the site of the World Baseball Classic here in Phoenix. Coming to the choose, as it'll be 1 to go after cleaning up for Eric Almirola, who hit the wall pretty hard. Maybe Regan can update as to what happened there.
Yeah, Mike, I just checked with the team down here. Crew Chief Drew Blickersurfer said they had no loose wheels or anything like that. They believe the wheel just straight up broke, and there was a portion of that wheel still on the race car when he made it to pit road finally to make a pit stop.
Thanks. And that'll be a 2-lap penalty for that wheel coming off the car, number 10, for Eric Almirola's team. Here's your Progressive Race summary. Kyle Larson, one of 4 leaders. He and William Byron have led the most. Keselowski and Chastain 1 lap each. So 5 lead changes. 23 cars now on the lead lap. 2 caution flags. 14 cars took the wave around here, including Kyle Busch, Allmendinger, McDowell, and Jones to get back on the lead lap for this restart.
All right.
So here they come to the Geico restart zone. 40 laps to go in stage 2. Larson and Byron, class of the field all day. Let's see if Hamlin or Harvick have anything for them. Green flag.
Green number 4 keeps getting a little bigger in the mirror for them Hendrick boys. Maybe he could put some pressure on them.
Tyler Reddick dropped down real low right away. Looks like he's making it 3 wide on the inside in 1 and 2.
I mean, we're talking clear off the racetrack, Danica, like you were saying. I cannot believe he can find grip down there that far.
Wow, Christopher Bell, top to bottom, elevator move, 3 wide, underneath Chastain. That was a big move.
And it's sitting out there. Yeah, it is.
Clint Bell must have a good short-run car because he's getting all he can get in the first 3 laps of this run.
Reddick's coming though.
Well, he's
fired off super well. Went down to the bottom, running the apron really well in 1 and 2. Clint.
Absolutely, and you know, Christopher Bell, he's not happy about that pit stop. He's driving with an angry, aggression, and that always is worth a little bit, especially on these restarts. How about this, 22? He's got his car fixed up and making some pretty bold moves out there, Danica.
Was he making the move, or was someone making it on him?
No, I think he's just going for it, going where it's another one that's probably not very happy with the scenario that he's got, dominating this race in the fall.
He's in a ton of traffic back in 15th place.
Completely confused. How do you go from dominating a race the last time he was here, won a championship, took all the marbles, and they come back and he can't get out of the way? Unbelievable.
It just shows how much work is done in the off season. William Byron said that before the race started, asking him about how do you start the race off, how do you start the season off so well, winning in the first 5 races the last 3 years in a row. And he said it's the team, it's all the work that they do in the off season to make up speed.
Well, the game's changed a little bit too. You can't deny that. Taking with 30% of the grip out of these cars with the downforce, the rear blade, and all the things that Larry explained to us, that changes the game for these teams.
Let's push her way down on the inside. 3 wide off the corner. Chase Briscoe up top as that group battles for 13th place.
These guys back here, it is a mess back here. They are going at it all the way through. Heart rate going up with Chase Briscoe. 3 wide will do that to you, Danica.
Definitely will. I don't think it's going to come down too much because as soon as it clears up, you've got a handful at the wheel with the sliding around all over the track, loose, tight.
I'm telling you, don't look now. It's not quite time yet for this Ford car to start showing up, but he's in that third place. He's finally got the track position. Let's see if this long run speed that he's had all day long can do something with these Hendrick guys in the back half of this run here.
Man, he is showing up, I think. I mean, he has made up a lot of ground. He's been super strong every run, and now he's about the only one that's...
Must be a good feeling for Todd to be a lap ahead of Zane while driving a Rick Ware racing car. Yeah.
Here comes Kevin.
Zane Smith not doing good at all.
Chase Briscoe, Chris Buescher continue their battle. This is for 13th. And right behind them, Josh Berry and Joey Logano. And Ryan Preece. And then Ty Gibbs, who got the wave around, or excuse me, got the free pass on this last caution. There is Gibbs, Monster Energy Cam on his 54.
Just painted the line. It's all half.
Little contact here. A little casual contact, if that. Maybe just enough to take the lettering off the tires.
Just enough to let him know you're there. Hey, that's one thing. Looking at that, and I've watched everything about it. You got to pay your dues, unfortunately. And that Josh Berry, there, I've watched Al Mirola move him. I've watched there's people that are showing him the introduction of the Cup Series the hard way. Nobody's giving him an inch out there in the racetrack, but you expect that as a rookie coming in. Speaking of not giving him an inch, check that out. That's as close as it gets.
That was Buescher 17 doing a slam the door in the face of Daniel Suarez.
Well, Suarez was in trouble, and Buescher had the big run on him, didn't quite clear him. That could have been a hook in the right rear, head on into the wall for Buescher. That was extremely close. Yeah, whatever you need here by half. Look, you can see the 99 out of the gas. Whew, that was close.
Right across his bow came the 17.
99 was in trouble, trying to stay off the 14 on the outside of him, checked up. 17 was there.
So Berry at 15th, Logano 16th, Preece on the inside at 17, and then Truex in this group of cars, and they're all about 9 seconds off the lead. Our leaders. Last week, pit stops made the difference between Larson and Byron in the outcome of the race. Larry, how about so far today?
Well, Mike, Earnhardt used to tell me I ain't passing a whole lot easier on pit road than I can on the racetrack. I'm not sure how it's going to work between these two pit crews. The green flag stop at lap 119. The 5 was 10.376. The 24 was 10.376. On the yellow flag stop at 142, the 5 was 11.377. The 24 was 11.377. I don't know how you beat each other doing that.
Yeah, you do. You did it yesterday in qualifying. Take that number 1 stall.
Could make all the difference. How about a third place car, Jamie?
Kevin Harvick is on the move, up 12 positions, most gained on the day. Kevin Harvick said he's taking off better. That last run, the car has gotten much better. This morning, something else Kevin was telling me was rhythm. It's so important for him to find his rhythm, and you hear that a lot with this Ford team. Glenn and Danica, how important is rhythm, and what does rhythm mean for a driver?
This track is such a rhythmatic track. You have to find your
rhythmatic.
Both ends of this track are completely different. 1 and 2 very wide sweeping corners. The thing, once you get it from underneath of it, you pick the gas up way early in that corner, asking a lot out of it. Very loose. Everybody's been complaining about loose off of 2. Then you come down to 3 and 4, down that very straight back straightaway into 3, tight into this racetrack. Trying to find a good balance in both ends of this track is hard on not only the driver but the crew chief, but then the rhythm, right? You hear the downshifts, the upshifts, the braking, all those things. You have to get in the sync, find a rhythm, and then here comes your lap times.
I think the rhythm is found in discipline. It's easy to overdrive any part of the corner here. There is so much moving around. So to me, rhythm is being disciplined enough to wait to get on the throttle, to wait to get up, roll off the brake, all the little things, to wait to hit the bottom, to hit the line. Those are the things that get you, that that it lead to rhythm and not mistakes.
23 laps to go in stage 2 with Kyle Larson leading. We're going to take you Fox side by side.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day, stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough, and it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you, because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
Your morning coffee. Hot, delicious, comforting. But by the third or fourth cup, your stomach might not feel so good. If that sounds like you, replace your afternoon cup with 5-Hour Energy. It's perfect for when you're feeling coffeeed out. Coffee in the morning, 5-Hour Energy after. Your stomach will thank you. Discover 5-Hour Energy.
All right, here we go in Richmond. The action doesn't get much closer than a weekend at Richmond Raceway. Just 10 minutes from downtown, this track packs it in. We call it the Richmond Raceway. Get up close with drivers while the fan ground bring the infield to life. Hang loose with your friends while the racing brings you to your feet. Get your tickets now at richmondraceway.com.
Let's eat, y'all, let's eat, y'all, let's see if you can keep up with the beat, y'all, take a seat, y'all, time to feast, y'all, better see what you can really do for me, y'all, grab a leg, stuff, bon appetit, y'all,
We got the house! Pods handles the driving. Pack at your pace, store your things until you're ready, then we deliver to your new home, across town or across the country. Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
Don't do it.
Bad boys, so what you gonna do?
Race Hub is your home for the only daily NASCAR show.
Built by the experts for the die-hard fans.
Covering the stories, the drama, and
I will be back.
Weeknights at 6 Eastern on FS1.
Much has changed over our 75 years, but the one thing that never does, that feeling you get when the race begins again.
168 laps complete in the United Rentals Work United 500 at Phoenix. Kyle Larson out front. This battle back at, was at 10th place. Where Bubba Wallace is now up on Alex Bowman and Chris Buescher. Jamie.
An update on the 9 of Josh Berry now just drove his way into the top 15. I talked to Alan Gustafson, the crew chief, this morning, and he said what a difference a week makes. They were able to do simulation this week, spent a lot of time, turned a lot of laps, learning each other, learning what Josh needs. And I asked him, how is Chase doing? Of course, he's recovering from that broken leg and surgery. He said Chase is very much a part of this team. He's watching at home right now. He's got the setup. He's scanning the radios. He's talking to the team with that team communication. Alan told me, he told Chase, I need more feedback. I want to hear from you. What are you seeing and what can we do to help our driver, to help Josh Berry behind the wheel? Very much still part of this team, even though he's not in the seat.
Thanks, Jamie. They're in the top 15. Moving up to third place, Kevin Harvick is coming. He's now within 2 seconds.
I think Dom's coming soon.
Less than 2 seconds of the leaders.
He has, and I tell you, an adjustment he's made in the wake of William Byron in front. Watch him get into 3 right here. He's moved up, utilizing the outside of this racetrack, trying to get out of that wake, find some more grip up here, and I think it's working for him. Starting to catch him a little bit here, inching in on him.
That could be what he's doing, but he also could just be looking for where the car rotates. You see he goes in just a little bit shallow, lets it have its head, kind of drifts up the track a little bit, and then is able to get the power down.
But see how William Byron went in on the outside and come back across, diming the corner off. Harvick did the opposite. He went in shallow. Look at the outside, trying to find this little bit of that traction up there, the grip strip you see. Put some of that resin way up high on the outside of that corner. He's starting to work on that, find it, see if he can figure out a groove up there.
And he talked about that, needing to be able to use all the different lanes on the track. So sometimes when you're sitting there, it's a matter of just kind of feeling it out. Because once he gets up to him, he needs to think about, where am I going to be able to get by him? If he runs the bottom, can I run the top? If he runs the top, can I run the bottom? Sometimes you need to play around with it and just know how it feels. So when you get to that moment, you can really commit.
Well, and what that moment is, I think, is it's coming. And that moment is this lap traffic. As these leaders start getting into lap traffic, they're forced to move around. Now Kevin Harvick's already been moving around. He knows where his car is going to work. I think that's going to be his opportunity. We'll see if they have trouble in that lap traffic. Maybe that Ford car can take advantage of this long run speed.
Ricky Stenhouse, the Thomas Brooks team, giving us quite a battle with Austin Cindric and Corey LaJoie. They've been going at each other pretty hard. All three of them one lap down. Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher with the dive down to the apron to shorten up the front straightaway. Gains a little bit down into one. Can't complete the pass right there. And this was a couple of laps ago. Whoa, Bowman.
It's
Bowman drifted.
It ain't done yet.
Battle points.
What a save.
Save them all, as it says on the back bumper.
All these guys say it gets loose over there off of 2, and what you can't do, like with the old car, one car that Danica and I drove, is keep your throttle down and steer out from underneath of it. They say when it gets that sideways, you better abort mission altogether, bail out of that gas, and get it gathered up, and then go. That's exactly what you saw. Saw the flames way out of that car, lost a lot of speed, but he lived to see another lap.
Here's the Mahindra tractor cam on board Chase Briscoe. Running in the top 10 after restarting 12th. This is our driver's eye cam.
Starting to inch in on that. We talked about that in the pre-race. Briscoe's fast here. Won this race a year ago. Good racetrack for him. Getting a good race car underneath of him, making good adjustments. Guys are holding their end of the deal up in the pits. Maybe by the end of this thing, might be able to even get top 5 out of this 14 car.
Last 10 laps or so, he and Ross Chastain have been right together.
See how he does that? That was the exact same way Kevin Harvick was doing with William Byron. Going in low, exiting really high, using that the grip up on the outside. Everybody else kind of goes in high and diamonds back off across the center. I think that's all an attempt to get out of the wake of that car in front of you.
16th place. Ryan Preece, Martin Truex. Here's the 19's radio.
I used to have a crew chief, Mike. Boy, he was a smart aleck. I don't know, probably had a smart aleck behind the wheel too, but he always used to tell me, just reach up there on the dash, the third one over to grip switch. Well, I hated when he said that. Tough.
Who wants to slay some pussy?
All these drivers wanted to put it back in their hands. They wanted these cars to be down on grip. I think this sun's beating down on this racetrack. I mean, it's only 80 outside. You wouldn't think that that's just massive, heat down on a racetrack. It's going to be hotter when you get to the summer months. But I like what I see here. This is exactly what the drivers were asking for.
Boy, Kyle Larson likes it. He's now led over 100 laps. And the last 5 times he led more than 100 laps, he led the last lap.
Uh-oh. Hey, look at last weekend. Never catch a chicken till they hatch.
Harrison Burton going 2 laps down to the race leader. And there's Ryan Blaney battling for 8th.
I don't think we've yet to see the fall off and the excitement here, as I've been looking at lap times, and up until that last lap when William Byron had that moment coming off of 2, everybody in the top 10 was within 1/10, and they're in traffic. So I don't think thinking we've seen the real struggle yet, but when we do, it's going to shake up a little bit.
A couple of bright spots here. Ty Gibbs in the top 20, the rookie in 18th, and Chase Briscoe holding down the last stage point in 10th place.
Do you know who looks really fast right now? I was just looking at the lap times, and everybody's in the 29s for their last lap, and then all of a sudden, Brad Keselowski pops in there with a 28.99.
100%. As you were saying that, I'm looking out the window right over your head, and that 6 car is catching the 4. Playing some pretty lap times down for the 6 car.
Keselowski in 4th place in this final lap of stage 2.
And that's what he said before the race started. He said, I think we have a good long-run car. So, he's right.
Tells me they have a good balance.
Yeah, I had Bowman leading. I saw that too. I was wondering if I was the only one who saw that.
When you have a good balance in your race car, your communication...
All right, so Kyle Larson wins stage 2.
Kyle Larson wins stage 2 by 1.2 seconds.
Kyle Busch made like no ground up at all. But I'm sure he will after he pits this time, because he didn't get to pit under the last caution.
When he did in 2001, he won the race.
And he had to start behind like all the other cars.
Doctor about Breasttree. Breasttree gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and helps prevent flare-ups.
Breasttree won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breasttree more than you thrive. Breasttree may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
If you have COPD, ask your doctor about Breasttree.
After a controversial outcome, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus clash to find out who faced Gunther at WrestleMania. An all-new Friday Night SmackDown, 5 at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
It would appear that
The butler did it.
but this isn't a whodunit film.
It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal.
Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
Catch these offers while you can.
The 2023 Komatsu PC-138 with powerful yet precise hydraulics. It is Clarky's love. It is his passion.
It is Clarky's fault for letting us set the pricing, because we're selling them for less.
No. Clarky loves his Komatsus. He never even rents them. He just polishes them with a diaper.
They are so choice, and you can have your choice today at Clarky's for less.
Travel down to Clarky's to get a machine.
RV shoppers find show pricing extended through the end of March at Myers RV of Syracuse. Shop travel trailers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, motorhomes, and more from some of the industry's top brands like Forest River, Grand Design, and Keystone. See the brand new Keystone Springfield 22-foot bunkhouse travel trailer for just $15,797, and the brand new Dorchester 24-foot Class C motorhome Myers RV of Syracuse is conveniently located at 8575 Georgian Road in Cicero. Online at MyersRVs.com. We won't be undersold.
Thanks for watching Fox 68 WSR TV.
I need to try it first.
Today's aerial coverage is provided by Goodyear, powering every mile and every moment on NASCAR's road to victory. Goodyear, more driven. There are your top 10 at the end of stage 2. Looks like also the drivers that took the wave around on the last caution did pretty well. There are the stage points earned today. William Byron, Kyle Larson split the stages, and each ended up 1 point short of maximum. Next week, Atlanta. That mile-and-a-half track got woke up with the repave and the high banks, and now it races like a super speedway. So when we head there next Sunday, race day will begin at 1:30 Eastern on FS1 and move over to Fox at 2 o'clock. Green flag, 3 p.m. on Fox from Atlanta.
That place was already fast.
And it got faster. In fact, and they have changed the pit entry in Atlanta. They're going to put the commit box at the entrance of turn 3, because if you try to stop up in turn 4 and get on pit road at the speeds they're running now, mayhem. Yeah.
Not only are they are their speeds through the roof, they're 3 wide and coming to that pressing situation. But I agree, Mike. We were sold on something and kind of thought of it. We went there and holy cow, what a big change at Atlanta. Wild race.
Big full weekend of racing.
I have an idea.
So come on down and join us.
Trump was right. We should build a wall. But we could just build the wall and block off Florida. That, like, they can have Florida. They could have Florida.
And pits will be open this time. Larson and Byron have been all but identical on pit road today. And whoever gets out first is whoever's going to lead that next group of green flag racing, it appears.
Yeah, you're William Byron. I need to get on the bumper of that car. Harrison Burton's up there in between them.
You don't want to get rid of Florida, Jaden?
Coming on the pit road, maximize your speed. Obviously, you can't push.
You're the only good thing to come out of Florida besides Daytona and Homestead.
Trying to get to the bumper of him. Everything you can do. Jamie?
William Byron in the 24.
He and David Rudiman.
Pit stops in a row. His pit crew had slight hiccups. We'll see if they can nail it here. That's how they were last week. Very good all the way through.
Oh, Ross too. That's, yeah.
Turn in dirty air, especially. They're going to double up that last adjustment. A bigger wedge adjustment here in 4 tires. Kevin Harvick in the 4 just loose. He said he just fired off loose there. They're going to tighten him up. You saw that.
It's a pretty good list of things. Look, it's you, Ross Chastain, David Rudiman, Homestead, and Daytona. There's 5 good things. Other than that, like, fucking, I don't care about Disney World. I've already been there. It's like, it's cool. Disney's cool, I guess.
Look at the interest. Larson, Byron, and Harvick almost put Byron out into the outside wall on pit lane. That was close. Kevin Harvick, with this stop and this drive off, picks up a spot, but look how close it was there.
Dom should come soon. He's being a bitch.
75.
Jaden's salty that I dissed his state.
Around this epic track. But we've never stopped moving forward. Wherever we go in the next 75, we're all better off with an ally.
That rocking chair would look great in our new house.
No, a new house, eh? Well, you should definitely see how Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Nice tip. I'll give you $2 for the chair.
2? That's a Victorian antique.
All right. How much for the recliner then?
Wait. How did that get out here? That is definitely not for sale.
Is this a yard sale?
If it's in the yard, then it's for sale.
Here we go.
Geico. It's easy to switch and save on homeowners and renters insurance.
Home internet, what a pain in the... Hey, neighbor!
Try T-Mobile. It sets up so fast.
It's like Wi-Fi that runs on 5G. Home internet from T-Mobile? Wait till you see. Tell me more, tell me more.
One cord's all that you need.
Tell me more, tell me more. Don't you worry about speed.
Just wondering why Florida. Why not Florida?
I need to try it first.
I think that's a better question. Why not Florida?
It's like you got a corner office.
I mean, I guess the reasons I just mentioned, but every, like, news story of somebody doing some crazy shit comes from Florida.
Be part of something greater.
They can take Cali, too. Jaden, are you Florida man? Jaden's Florida man.
Flying high as the USA takes on the world's best.
United States, tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Back here in the Race Day studios, it has been a Hendrick Motorsports show so far out in Phoenix. Of course, Kyle Larson, William Byron leading the majority of the laps, sweeping the stages. Hi, everyone. I'm Shannon Spake. He's a Daytona 500 champ. Jamie McMurray just talked about Hendrick Motorsports last week. They were so good. Again, good this week. But don't look now because we've got a new player in the game.
Yeah, same two cars with different rules, added a different racetrack. But I've got my eye on Kevin Harvick. He started back in 15th. He's worked his way up to second now. You can't.
And his fastest lap was more recent than most people's.
He's the spoiler today.
He's the spoiler. He's also Mr. Phoenix with those 9 victories, Mike Joy.
Thanks, Shannon. Kevin Harvick.
Florida man robs Publix with stapler. That's pretty awesome. That's awesome.
That might be good enough to beat that guy out. That 5 car having that #1 stall, how do you beat that? You get you a good pit stop, just like Kevin Harvick did. Hey, and he was aggressive. He crowded up William Byron, took that position away. They barely beat William Byron a 24 bunch out, but I'm telling you, he was aggressive on pit road. That's what it takes. I want to see if his car will take off. You know, we keep talking about that long run speed.
Oh, and he abused the baby, allegedly, so.
If he's able to take off with these Hendrick cars and the
Patrick
speed
Abbott.
raw speed up front.
Chevy Ford front row, Larson and Harvick. Chevy Ford second row, Byron and Keselowski. An all Toyota third row with Reddick and Bell. Then Blaney, Hamlin, Chastain, and Briscoe the top 10 as they approach the Geico restart zone for stage 3.
All right.
Harvick
Green flag.
Rolling to him. Pretty good start for Kevin.
Fuck Harvick.
A lot of bottom feeders down to the apron there. 4, 5 wide as they get to turn 1. Oh, a big slide up the track for Ross Chastain in the 1.
Wow, look at that. That is a traffic jam.
Still 4 and 5 wide back here, though. They pour them into a funnel on the front straightaway, and then they have to sort it out in turns 1 and 2.
Barry right there on the inside of Chris Buescher. Doing a good job.
Give him a wheel.
Yeah, he is. Well, we talked about that. Everybody's leaning on Josh Berry's rookie. You're gonna have to expect that. But Josh Berry's doing a good job in that 9. This is the Josh Berry that we knew in the Xfinity Series and knew his capabilities. Got them elbows up, going at it against these boys.
He's the meat in the sandwich here. Buescher on the inside, Suarez and Logano on the outside.
Doesn't look like it's over for Josh Berry to have to be in the thick of it here.
Doesn't look like it's over for that Joey Logano either. It wasn't too long ago. He was a lap down. Coming back on that, man, unbelievable turnaround for him. Got some adjustments. You know he's going to be aggressive behind the wheel. He's doing everything he can do on these restarts, going with or not.
Such a sign of a strong team and also an experienced driver. To be able to turn it around in the race and be in contention is not an easy task.
I could call them champions, Danica.
He sure is.
Clear.
Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe battling. One penalty on that last round of stops, and it was Ty Gibbs. Too fast entering. So he restarted at the tail end of the lead lap cars.
Danica Reddick's been your guy. You've been talking about him. You know, he's kind of moves up and then falls back, have a little bit of trouble all over the place and on the pit road. The car's extremely fast. I think he's definitely, shows the signs of the speed. We just got to get it to some clean air, get that track position, and I think he can take off.
Well, he's a young, aggressive driver, so, there's probably some mistakes. Look at him. He's, coming off the corner, you saw both ends, coming out of 2, coming out of 4. He's catching it. Experience would say, maybe don't slide the car too much at this point in time. You've got a long way to go, but that's what makes it exciting to watch him.
Here's Alex Bowman, who fallen a bit off pace. ran his fastest lap of the day, though just a lap ago, so try to find his way back, and apparently we've got a glitch on our score that showed him much further back than he is. That's now been repaired. He is 10th place and just ran his personal fastest lap. Kyle Busch rebounding from a double penalty back at the end of stage 1 for an uncontrolled tire and speeding. But Kyle has worked his way back up into the top 20 here, 17.
Heard him hit the rev limiter right there, just the least little bit. Left it before, or fifth gear, excuse me, fourth gear. Didn't elect to shift down that back straightaway. You see him shift to fifth right there. It'd be back down fourth right there. Let's see if he leaves it in fourth gear all the way down the back straightaway.
Regan?
Well, Mike, update on the 23 and Bubba Wallace had worked his way just outside of the top 10, was having a good day. That last pit stop, though, they had to spend extra time on pit road with the right front. The half bolt was backing out of the right front of the car. They had to tighten that up to make sure it was good to get through to the end of the race.
Don't hear that happen often.
Well, we used to, but
yes.
When we first switched to this car, those hat bolts would push this. That was a big reason why the nuts were coming off. The hat bolts were backing off of the wheel there, and it was pushing that nut off, and maybe that had something going on in the 10 car as well.
2 of the 3 leading Toyotas battling side by side. Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin with the preferred line there on the outside.
I want to fucking slay some pussy.
It's a hard thing to race your boss right there, Danica.
Done it. You've done it too.
Yeah.
Being out there with Tony, it's still racing though. You do.
Yeah.
You totally do. You totally do. And they're happy with there's a certain amount of pride when you do well too. I can remember one of the times it was Martinsville, my first Martinsville, and Smoke said, "You tore the stickers off my door when you went by," and I was like, "I don't really know what that means. Are you mad?" He was happy.
Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, they're fighting for 12th. Chastain, the point leader, top 3 in both Phoenix races last year.
Yeah, not the restart that he wanted. We saw it right there off the bat, slipping and sliding around the one up in front of everybody, created a 4-wide scenario, and he's still sliding back. Flip side of that is that 22 Logano, he's coming.
Yeah, as we look at the leaders, we're looking at Kyle Larson. He is holding second place right now, Kevin Harvick. And what I'm seeing is that the gap is getting bigger, and Kevin's moving around now. William Byron's still running the bottom, but Kevin's moved up top at 3 and 4, and it looks like he's probably trying to find something. Obviously, we've seen Hendrick be so strong all day, and it looks like that's still the case.
Don't look now, but Kevin Harvick just ran his own personal fastest lap of the day.
Be quiet then.
Will Kyle Larson or Kevin Harvick capture this trophy in Phoenix today, or will it be someone else?
When you see Wendy's Square Hamburger, you know you're getting the best. That's why Reggie Miller is celebrating our every move.
Boom, baby! There's the beef! You ain't getting this next door.
Reggie says celebrating Wendy's hamburgers is a team effort.
Look at that.
And he's right.
In the building.
Sorry, Reg.
You like it.
When you want the best hamburgers,
Where's the beef?
choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Dave Single.
A promise is a trust not to be broken, whether spoken with an oath or sealed with a pinky. And after 100 years, we're still taking care of the military community and their families. That's our mission, always. Down a sandy beach in Florida. Next, we're bumper to bumper at over 210 on a super speedway. How the heck we get here? Progress. That's how.
takes the lead.
75 years of twisted metal, feet made of lead.
He taps it.
Clash,
Tail hits him. They're out of it.
fighting for everything, not giving away an inch. This is about 75 years of legends and their rocket ships. Each one built with one thing in mind. Get out front, stay out there. Because out there is where the future is. And if the first 75 years is any indication, you better brace yourself for the next 75. NASCAR, always forward.
Okay, cut it. Ray Magliozzi here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Let's say you'll need headlights and the bumper. At least you can skip the car wash. Just go to eBay Motors. The check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
NASCAR on Fox is sponsored by the Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express card. And by Verizon Frontline, built for 5G, built to make a real difference on the front lines. Kyle Larson leading Kevin Harvick by 2.9 seconds here. The Credit One Bank ones to watch. Certainly Larson, the prohibitive favorite coming in here. Won the practice session in all categories, won the pole, led the most laps. Who are some of the other ones to watch?
Dom's a pussy. He should come.
That 5 car was going to be the one to watch, the one to beat. I don't care. He's going to be the one to beat. But how do you beat him? The 24 car, extremely fast when he's up front. You're going to have to beat him out of the pits. I do not think that 5 car wins you the race off of pit road and you pass him on that racetrack. But Danica, this 4 car, the closer, huh?
He's super fast, but what if we're in the scenario where there's a late caution and a restart? I'm going long shot Tyler Reddick. He's wild, he's crazy, he's making the track really wide, so I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't know how you're going to beat Kyle Larson. You kind of gave an idea, but that's my long shot.
He and Christopher Bell will be Toyotas to watch, but the closer, Kevin Harvick. 9 wins here, top 10 in the last up races, 19 that is. Yeah, if we get a long run at the end, well, I'm looking at the 4 car. Who else?
Well, Mike, there were 2 drivers that came into this race on street.
Byron earned 39 stage points in the past 2 weeks, 1 point off winning a race. That's more points than Reddick has earned the entire season, just based off of stage points.
Larry said he's been consistent all year long in the top 10. Started back in 18, finds himself in 10th right now, though.
Yeah, and we're going to keep watching Daniel Suarez, the other driver with 3 top 10s. He's been running back there about 11th, just outside the top 10. Maybe a late race pit stop could get that 99, where he will have 4 consecutive top 10s, Mike.
Thanks, Larry. So those are some of your Credit One Bank ones to watch with 95 laps to go.
I'm really shocked, and including me, the reason we don't keep talking about Keselowski as the one to watch, because we go back to all of our history, right? The history of last year here. He wasn't a factor in this race. I'm telling you, RFK, and more importantly, that 6 car with Brad Keselowski behind the wheel of that thing, they're going to be a factor this year. They've shown the speed. He's qualifying well. He's running up front. He'll be a part of that conversation, not only this weekend, but for many races to come. I'm telling you, that company's back.
Oh, he's in the mix. He's just a couple of tenths ahead of the number 11, Denny Hamlin. They keeping a close eye on one another. Jamie?
Well, you mentioned the 48 of Alex Bowman sitting there in the 10th spot. Didn't have a good qualifying effort. 18th, and I talked to his crew chief, Blake Harris. He said, we have had this race circled. Alex has struggled here. It's his home track. He wants to perform. He said, these are the important days. You start mid-pack, you work your way out of the hornet's nest, and you make your way to the top 10. They've been working on the car. Still have more work to do, but it's getting better. He's trying to keep that top 10 streak alive.
Well, you guys mentioned the 6 of Brad Keselowski there. Okay, let's not forget about his teammate in the 17, Chris Buescher. A strong run for them today. Been fighting the middle of the corner just a little bit, but Chris Buescher, notably not one of his better racetracks here. Only 1 top 10 in 14 starts and having a very good run right now.
Very good now. William Byron finally positive position. He's fallen to 5.5 seconds back of the lead. I believe that's about the furthest he has been back all day.
That's exactly what what you were looking for. Yeah, take that back out when you get a chance.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, that only chance that's not a standard chance is right there. You see it in the bar. Only been that one caution with 10 cars in trouble with its wheel. Other than that, not very many chances to make them adjustments and get it back on track.
Briscoe, Hamlin, Keselowski you're looking at here. 6th, 7th, and 8th.
You heard Larry talking about drivers going clear down to third gear, and that's exactly what you heard with Briscoe. Third gear, fourth gear, all the way to fifth gear, back down to fourth gear. Workload through the roof for these guys.
He was the first to show us that with this new car and this 5-speed sequential gearbox, you're going to be doing a lot of shifting. Last year, he did it at the Coliseum. He did it here to very good effect, ending up at Victory Lane, and that became the standard pretty much.
Well, we talked about it in qualifying with the difference between the drivers, but this shifting, as we're watching him do it, it's a tool. Shifting becomes a tool. We have so few tools inside of the car to be able to adjust on things that shifting becomes one. If you're tight, you jam it down a gear and you get the car to rotate. You've got more revs, more RPM. You can get the car to rotate more. There's just a lot more that you can do with the car when you have an extra element to get it to turn or get it to not.
There it is, third, fourth, fifth. He was leaving in fourth gear down the back straightaway.
It is 80 degrees in Avondale.
Hey, it's not
Sounds
really
nice.
Out of the driver. Don't you think it isn't asking a lot out of that engine, the valve train on top of that engine, the gearbox? These things are taking a beating.
Christopher Bell has all but caught William Byron. Bell has been eating away at Byron's third-place advantage by about half a tenth a lap. And Byron's cushion for third is just about gone, less than a second back. And Tyler Reddick only half a second back of Christopher Bell.
One of the things that helps with that shifting and not having the mistakes and having gearbox issues is having a sequential gearbox. You know, these cars used to be H pattern, and, you know, it was easy to dog, you know, hit them and grind the edges off, and then it made it slip in and out of gears so much more easily. Almost felt like you were dealing with butter. But with a sequential gearbox, you're just moving the shifter forward and backwards. That's it. So it's much more difficult to have a missed shift.
Yeah, you used to get them, you know, crossing the gate. You used to get them hung in between gears with the linkage, and that would, you know, throw in fits. You'd have to get into the pits and have them get underneath of it and you know, literally fix the linkage if they could.
Hamlin to 7th there. Now, for all the keyboard warriors, I'm going to do this in words of one syllable. The last green flag,
Pussy.
full screen break of this race comes right now.
Poppy. My room is clean.
You could save hundreds for safe driving.
You could say that.
No,
I mean,
honestly.
it would be a lie. But...
Yeah. So I think Trump is right. We should build a wall, but like build it where we cut off Florida. Like they can have that.
Yeah. I think that would benefit everyone.
And then Jaden got offended by it. Yeah, Larson's been dominant.
It's still stage 2?
No, we got 83 to go.
I need to try it first.
I hope he wins.
Yeah, Larson's led 166 laps of the 229 laps.
He's not gonna win.
I mean,
I feel like every time that happens, where they're just dominant, something just fucking happens. They don't win.
As a small business
At
owner,
least from
we
the
have
races I've
customers
watched.
that
Yeah.
trust us. We absolutely need a secure network.
Customer satisfaction.
yeah, like a few weeks ago, Ross Chastain like dominated the race and then didn't win.
No.
Want to go to Outback? I've just been craving a blooming onion.
Lets her switch her choice cashback category to online shopping, so she earns more on a
We
replacement.
should ask Fat Matt if he wants to go.
He's in.
He is. Okay.
I'm surprised. I thought he would like. I told him we can like talk about going somewhere else, but he was like, I don't care. He always like complains about Outback, but then I'm like, we can go somewhere else. He's like, no, it's fine.
I just really wanted a blooming onion.
Oh, fuck. I have a coupon for a free one at my house.
Let's just stop there.
Heart failure brand was
I don't want to pay for that shit.
It was proven superior in helping people stay alive out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't
Wait, did you go to Jacob's yesterday? I
I
thought you wanted to ask me to hang out. I thought you were trying to ask me to hang out yesterday to watch the USA game. Was that what you were doing last night?
That, maybe go out and do that.
Did you watch the game last night?
I watched some of it, and then I eventually fell asleep because I was high. And then I woke up and they were up.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would like just destroy them by a lot more.
I was watching a little bit of the Israel and Nicaragua game today, but then I got bored.
It doesn't sound that exciting.
Jock Peterson was like pretty much the only player of any relevance.
What?
Israel, just he's not even from Israel. He's just Jewish.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Jews who rake.
Yeah, and like MLB posted about they wrote their lineup in Hebrew. It's like, okay, that's their language. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, do you remember the other day when they were doing the spring training games, like a practice, like versus all the country's teams? I was like looking at the lineups for like Great Britain, and it's like, who the fuck are these guys? Like, and then I went on like their page on MLB.com, and it was like all that they had on there was the fact that they were drafted to the Great Britain team.
Yeah, it was like. Apparently their starting pitcher pitched in the majors like 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't know this, but if you live in the Bahamas, that can count. So that was like their only silver linings. That's like Central America.
Wait, Bahamas counts as the Great Britain?
Apparently it's like their territory, or it's like Great Britain protected or something. I don't know. It's some loophole. They're like, we need guys.
Yeah. Well, I think you could pick any. Like, I could pick fucking, like, Jamaica if I wanted to, I think.
There's, like, some rules.
Oh, there is?
They're, like, or maybe certain countries have different rules, but I know, like, Matt Harvey, he pitched for the Mets. He's on Italy's team because his, like, grandmother's from Italy.
Yeah.
Even though his name is Matt Harvey. Not really Italian.
Yeah.
But if they go by those rules, then, like, everyone from Puerto Rico could play for the U.S.
Yeah.
Then it'd be truly broken.
Like, Jared's not even rooting for Team USA. He says, I'm rooting for the Dominicans.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're favored.
That's who all the guys we like are at. I mean,
24th. He's now battling Denny Hamlin.
We got Mookie and Trout.
Those
two.
For 7th place.
yeah. But yeah, did you see Team USA lost to the Giants in that practice spring training game?
I think they're not, like, fully into ready to play. Like, they're not playing at their highest level yet.
You're always trying to take the
Yeah.
from him, but, you know.
This is the one year I'm actually fine with spring training taking this long because of the World Baseball Classic. Like, I think spring training should only be like 3 weeks.
I just hope no one gets hurt, though. Like, if someone goes down in the world... Like, if Alonso gets hurt in the World Baseball, I would be fucking furious. That's why I'm glad the Mets said no to Marte.
Or he gets hurt in a snowboarding accident,
Yeah.
like Chase Elliott. Yeah, Josh Berry is racing in his car.
Because then, like, Team Puerto Rico we're going to pitch Edwin Diaz in back-to-back days, and the Mets said, fuck no, you're not. Why would you... So as long as no one gets hurt, I love the baseball.
One thing that was cool, though, about the Israel game that I was watching is just looking out in the crowd and, like, seeing everybody flying their flags. Like, that is really cool.
People showed up for it?
Yeah, it was at Marlins Park. There was empty seats, which is...
Well, yeah. Typical Miami level.
He sure did. That's a good one. And as Clint said, these cars are
I
really
mean,
hard to save, so you can see them
more than a
double
typical
trouble and
Marlins
save
game.
it.
It wasn't full, though.
So, like, people making the trip, or is it just, like, cheap tickets and people saying, fuck it, why not?
I mean, probably. If you were there, you would probably go. I would go.
Who's it going to be? They
Well,
can short pit him.
We saw Denny
Corey
pit
LaJoy.
first when it came to green flag stops at the beginning, but I'm going to call William Byron.
Nick
to be
works till
one of the
10
first ones
because he's
to
a
come
pussy.
in. He's dropped back. He's not commanding those first and second spots like he was with Hendrick.
And he's needing it, right? He's needing this.
Exactly.
He wanted to be in pit road, making that adjustment.
Josh Berry was the first of the lead lap cars to pit, Larry.
4 cars ready.
Yeah, what I would do, Mike, I would say somewhere around 250 to 255, but I would come here in the next couple of laps if you're going to try.
This
to
race has been
leapfrog
pretty boring,
these
I'm not
guys.
going to lie.
Corey
But
LaJoy is in.
Yeah, it doesn't do any good, Larry, to just...
I intend
if
on
your guy wins, it doesn't matter.
You got to do something.
I intend on
to
coming
separate
sooner, but then I
yourself
got
from
caught up in
there.
Madden.
Put that pressure
And
on
I
them.
kinda
It's like,
just,
I don't
didn't
know
wanna
if I'm
stop.
comfortable coming this
You're
next
playing
lap.
Madden?
Maybe 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5
I love
laps.
Madden.
Then you've separated yourself.
Started a
Michael
new
McDowell is in. He
face in the
qualified at
franchise. I did a
top
running
10
back this
yesterday.
time.
Austin Sidney. And
I do
Trevor
franchise, but it like you don't even play as the coach, but like it just lets you like
Differentiate
create the
yourself,
coach's
taking advantage
character,
of
which is
this.
kind of weird.
Put these 4 fresh tires
Yeah,
on.
like you can
Make it
create
impact,
like a
catch
custom
that.
coach,
Oh.
like even though you don't play it. Well, I mean, I guess you do since you call the plays, but
Tyler Reddick is on pit road, and so is Brad
I want to like
Keselowski.
learn more about
And more takers as
fucking
well.
strategy because I always just guess out of one of
These
the
are
3
ones that I think
recommended
are going to start
plays.
drawing those guys down pit road. You
I
start
usually
taking
just go,
somebody in 4th,
like,
5th place, Keselowski,
I used to go on the
Reddick.
recommended plays, but I don't do that anymore. I go to like passing or run, but it is kind of lame. Like I usually only pick like the same 3 plays out of that.
He came unmentioned at a brake shake a few laps ago with that something to keep an eye out for him. And
Yeah, I'll
the
just-
second Brad Keselowski.
Like I know when you want to chew clock, so you run the ball and shit.
Kyle Larson
It's
stays
like, I don't know
out. Corey
when
LaJoy on fresh
when should I
tires
blitz,
just
when
passed
should
the
I
race
not.
leader.
I don't even do defense.
Jamie.
I haven't set to where I play only
Yeah.
offense.
I usually don't, but this like one game made me do it, and there was no simulate button or anything. I was like,
Oh, you're in a different mode, yeah. Like
Most
I'll
of
play
them- most of
defense
them
if it's
do.
like a close game at the end.
you can only control one dude. So I mean, you can switch, but still, if the other team doesn't throw to the dude you're covering, there's nothing you can do until
Yeah.
after they catch you.
Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin as Larson comes to his pit.
Yeah, it really does feel like there's nothing I can do when I'm playing defense. Like I'm just hoping that they don't.
I mean, it's just like I guess play calling, but I don't know nothing about that.
I mean, sometimes I do get some pretty sick sacks.
Oh yeah.
Everything else that he can do to continue to go good with that car.
Good work for Larson's crew.
I
Daniel
like breaking
Suarez, team
teams
at work,
like this in the running back.
trying to keep him on the lead lap and get us cycled back through. Bubba Wallace has
Really
not
the
stopped.
best white running
He's
back
in
in the
now.
league.
Eric Jones has not stopped.
So
Here
the
they
competition
are.
is
Look how
Christian
close that
McCaffrey.
was.
That's why you short pit, folks. Almost worked for Kevin Harvick in the 4 car. So close to beating that 5 to that point position.
By bidding a lap ahead of Larson, Harvick was 1.2 seconds back, and now he's on Larson's.
Fuck Harvick.
Fuck.
Man, that was close. One more lap. That would have been the difference.
Daniel Suarez, too fast entering on that pit sequence.
Racist call.
It's still a long way
Racist
to the house
penalty.
here, Larry. I think this
I was
long run,
back by
Kevin,
11
a lot of
seconds.
traffic in front
Oh,
of them guys.
oh, because
He can
Jones
utilize
hasn't
that
pitted
long
yet.
run speed. You see him slitting, sliding around, got on the apron a little bit. He's going to lose some time there. But if he can capitalize on some long run speed with the traffic they have and 64 laps to go, that might help him.
So Eric Jones is the race leader. He's the only driver who
We should
has
buy our
not stopped
Pocono
among
tickets
those
soon.
on the lead lap. And here's a look at Larson's stop.
I think I missed the like the window to renew our tickets from last year because it was like confusing on how to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say that looked like quite a
Was like,
bit.
did Reverend have any interest in going? Clothes also be Boston.
Yeah.
That's a bit harder.
I don't think he. Well, it'd probably be hard for him to request off of work because I'm already requesting off that entire week.
We've been talking about it, Mike, how big of a deal.
I don't know if you want to
it
go
is, but Pitt
to that
proves
and New
it
Hampshire the week
well.
before.
And, you know, we track
Oh, he's
back
doing
to
that too, right?
Larson
Yeah.
winning the championship.
We already got the
He
tickets for that.
gives credit to his pit crew. We talked about last weekend getting off of pit road.
We just
with
renewed ours
Byron
from last
helping
year.
him win the race. Pit crew is critical, especially in these last stops.
And there's the difference. drive time and stop time. So Eric Jones hoping for a caution as he leads Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick, Christopher Bell, and William Byron.
To you, it may just be an elevator. Here goes nothing. But for a young homeowner becoming their parents, it's a learning opportunity.
Come on in. The more the merrier. Paris, huh? Bonjour.
We got any out-of-towners in the elevator?
Tom, it is not easy.
10th floor, huh? Must be a heck of a view.
Okay, so everyone else is facing this way?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle the auto with us.
Okay, that was terrible. Okay, let's hang back. We're going to try that again.
Gillette presents the Gillette Labs Exfoliating Bar. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades for effortless shaving in one efficient stroke. All with a lifetime warranty. And if you want to keep the beard, use King C.
Yeah, Chase Elliott's probably going to be out
designed to cleanse,
for
soften, trim, and style for your best
probably
beard.
another month.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Craftsman is back.
And to celebrate our return to the NASCAR
Probably
Truck
still
Series,
win this
we're
race.
offering
They'll just
racing
find a
fans
way.
different Craftsman
Yeah.
tools throughout the season. Because teams
Every
can count on
car
Craftsman tools to get the
found
job
a little piece of plastic on the front fascia, so everyone got disqualified. The only person we can give the win to is the one guy who's not racing. So, Chase Elliott wins at Phoenix.
The deal of the race brought to you by Craftsman.
I can't believe this is how you kids talk to your friends. This is talking. Did you have a nice day? Look at the size of these butterflies.
Thing is, I guarantee in every single race there are people cheating. They just don't get caught. Like,
Win by any means necessary. Damn. That was only 4 seconds, 4.5 back.
yeah, that's because Jones got over tires. I don't know why he hasn't pit yet. Maybe he's just hoping a caution comes out and then everybody else pit with him.
Much has changed over our 75 years. But the one thing that never does, that feeling you get when the race begins again.
56 laps to go in the desert. Eric Jones in the 43 is the race leader. Now, he was last on pit road at lap 190. 56 laps ago. He has 4 Phoenix top 10s, and he is trying to wait this one out in hopes of catching a caution flag that would put everybody from 22nd back a lap down. But Kyle Larson has closed to within 3 seconds of Jones, even after making a pit stop. So the lead is going to change hands here before long. Here's Larson, who has about half a second on Kevin Harvick.
So I wanted to buy a 3Chi cart. 3Chi, the weed sponsor that sponsors Kyle. I wanted to buy a cart from their website, and I went through all the billing information and all the payment information, and then after all that, they were like, "Send a picture of your ID."
That's another reason. Kyle came rolling out with tires.
I even bought a new battery just so I could. So now I gotta wait 3 months.
Trying to find that
Morgan
grip,
do
trying
it?
to find a
What?
line
Morgan do it?
around that
She
5 car.
I think she's gone, but I wouldn't ask her to do something online.
Eric
Kind of
Jones
weird.
was 22nd when this green flag pit stop cycle started. We'll see where he comes out after he makes his stop.
It's like, if you're not a crooked website, at least be upfront about it. Waste all that time.
Last time Kevin Harvick did not finish a race at Phoenix in the top 10. Here's what else was happening. That was 2013. Austin Cindric was a 14-year-old racing Legends cars. Noah Gragson was 14. Harrison Burton was 12, but winning. Ty Gibbs was 10.
That's impressive.
And the kid who won the ARCA race,
Yes, yesterday in the Xfinity race, a driver who is younger than Will won, which is just weird to me now.
That's an incredible run for 10 years.
streak of consecutive top 10 finishes at one.
I mean, there is baseball.
Incorrect. And as Larry points out, Kevin
I was just trying to watch some spring training games, but apparently I have to buy MLB TV just for spring training, and it's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
I think last year it was free, like, for spring training.
Wait, aren't you gonna buy MLB TV anywhere?
Yeah, but I'm not paying for an extra month of it just for...
Oh, it's not... I thought it was like a yearly fee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. Would it be cheaper for... If I wait till the season starts, would it be cheaper?
Harvick is a second off the lead.
I don't pay for it. Are you charged monthly or you charged once?
I think you charged once.
Then you could have watched the game, shit.
Hey.
I mean, if you're sure you're charged once.
Gotta try something. You know, give yourself the opportunity.
There might be like
better tires
multiple plans.
later in the race.
$10 a month, but if you pay for the whole year, it's like $50.
Sure. If you weren't going
No, it's like ridiculous. It's like $150.
Do something different.
Well, hey, he's still holding in there. I mean, his lap times are way off, but he is third. You know, he could probably go another maybe 20 laps or so. Anything can happen. That caution comes
Either way,
out,
why
that'll
aren't
be the savior of the
spring
day.
training games free?
Yeah.
Why can't they just be streamed on ESPN for free? You guys gotta penny pinch that much. Like today, I only was able. They're all day games, so I can't watch many of them anyway. I watched one. The two others I were gonna watch. One was not televised, and one was like on some channel I didn't have.
What do you think of the pitch clock?
So Jones now third.
I like it. I think it's a bit aggressive right now. Like maybe not 15 seconds, maybe make it more.
I'm so torn because it's like baseball isn't meant to be a fast game, but it's also my attention span is so short. So
I mean, if it'll bring in fans, I'm for it.
Yeah.
I don't like that it's there when runners are on. I thought it was gonna only be with no runners on base. Like with runners on, you gotta obviously control the run game, but you can't.
No, it's just longer when the runner's on.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that. I wish it was nothing, like no pitch clock.
Isn't it like 20 seconds when the runner's on?
Yeah. If I'm gonna stare someone down, I assume a pickoff resets it.
I think that's dumb. The only one pickoff.
That's I hate that.
Because then you could use that, and then somebody get a ridiculous fucking lead.
And maybe the pitch out comes back. I guess that's kind of cool. Pitch clock with no one on, sure. I'm glad the shift is gone. I think that'll be better for the game.
Yeah.
But kickoffs, fuck you. Pitch clock when there's men on base, fuck you. They should be just strictly focused on the runners, not have to worry about a clock.
Crank it up.
Well,
he can't hear.
What's up? What's that?
Even. Door. Back to even. Still even.
Haha, you can't hear.
Way up there. Door. Haha. Rear. Clear on that. There you go.
Fuck you.
Made the pass.
Slapper front.
I heard even on there. Forget crank it up.
He
Quit
called me
cranking
just
it
so
up.
it answered the phone on camera.
Who, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, Matt's in the chat. LeBron is the GOAT. Cars go Burr. Who was in Paris?
Now, can Larson take it back?
We were wondering.
Matt, who was in Paris? I want you to tell me.
Type it in the chat.
Yeah.
Who was in Paris?
He called just so you would answer on camera.
I saw the 5-car slip up the last time.
Fucking Harvick.
Missed the bottom at least a little bit. Kind of got loose up the hard.
Good job.
Come on, Larson.
In the next corner, he made the pass.
Oh, what the fuck?
Two distinguishable gentlemen.
Cliff Daniels not happy.
Because the last time
That's who's in
he
Paris.
missed the bottom and slipped up out of the groove. That 4-car was getting big in the rearview mirror and forced him to move, make a move and search around. Maybe we should have been doing that a few laps prior to that.
And all day they've all been talking about once you catch someone, how difficult it is to
He's the
make
best
pass.
crew chief in NASCAR.
That's something Larson's
Well, in my opinion.
You see him slipping and sliding around.
Even though his drivers are
For whatever reason.
He reminds me of Chad Canals, who won 7 championships with Jimmy Johnson. So, a lot of similar qualities.
Chase Briscoe. This is the race for 6th place.
Why is Harvick fucking pulling away?
I know, it's bullshit.
So Kevin Harvick has gone to the lead with 40-plus laps to go. Could he have made his move too soon?
No.
He's like really
as soon as
pulling
you
away.
catch him, and he did that. You heard Cliff Daniels upset about that. Why did we move around? This whole race has been turned
Caution
upside
might be
down.
nice.
40 to go, folks.
Harvick's in Paris.
All right, coming into the closing laps of Phoenix, we're going to take our final side-by-side green flag break. Kevin Harvick now leading Kyle Larson by 1.2 seconds.
What happened?
It's orientation day. Welcome to the team.
Oh, that's cool. Starling Marte was hit in the head by a pitch today.
Oh, wow. Justin Turner got hit in the head by a pitch.
It says he's probably fine.
Be part of something greater.
Turner?
No, Marte.
Places.
Is it Justin Turner?
Yeah, Justin Turner got hit in the head with a pitch last week.
WeatherTech
Red
is so
Sox.
much easier. Laser measured floor liners up here, seat
Fucking
protector and cargo
where?
liner back there. Nice. Out here,
I don't
side
know.
window deflectors
DH
and mud flaps.
No,
and the
wait,
bump
where's
stem to
JD?
keep the bumper
Dodgers.
dent free. Cool. It's the best protection for your vehicle, new or pre-owned.
I mean, yeah, he probably would DH Turner. I assume he wouldn't play it. Would he play every day?
Maybe.
America's falling
I
in
feel like
love with these
Raffy
four
made
farms.
strides defensively. Probably just want to keep him in.
Yeah.
So are these city women.
The man in a belt buckle and cowboy hat is so sexy.
Wednesday,
Yeah, down the
Farmer
first.
wants a wife, heads
Second
to
and
the
a
farm.
half.
What do we think of Oklahoma? It looks very
Come on.
Cars fucked?
Things get real.
Probably just
messed up.
So decisions
not as
must
good as he
be
was
made.
earlier, I guess.
I reckon it's that time. This is not fun for me. It's not easy for me.
Farmer wants a wife. All new Wednesday on Fox.
The Eagle has landed.
Bell's not gaining out.
Step for man.
Hey, what's up?
Houston, we have a situation. How did you get here?
Your character's in our video game.
Video game.
Well, Larson was
It's
Mr.
what we do with
69,
Xfinity
so
10G. It's like, you know, the best
that
network
is
match
more
of all.
important than winning the race.
What the heck is that?
Those are the bad guys.
Are they friendly?
The 10G network, only from Xfinity. One giant leap for mankind.
I need to try it first.
Only at Martinsville can you catch a weekend of bumper-to-bumper racing. Get your tickets today at martinsvillespeedway.com.
They ripped a chunk out of the wall at Martinsville from turn 3, where Ross did the wall move, and gave it to him.
From the time they unloaded this 4 car on Friday, they knew they had a good race car. They made one adjustment that entire
Greatest moment in NASCAR history.
changed one spring, and that was it.
I like
He said, I can drive
playing
it
Need for
anytime
Speed, and like I did that a few times.
Yeah,
Every
just-
time I do it, I think about fucking chest
My
day.
focus is in the long run for this car, as you have noted, but they have made some changes, made this car better. But can you imagine if Kevin Harvick could get it in victory lane and
He's like, I wonder if this will work.
So Larson 1.9 and holding. So Larry, 32 laps to go. What kind of trends are you seeing?
Well,
Well,
I
Larson
looked at
fell
the
off a
last
cliff,
6
first
spring
of all.
races here at
Yeah.
Phoenix, and the last
fucking
caution
bullshit.
average a lap 272. That's 40 to go. Now we're past that. But
Fuck Harvick,
3
too.
times in the final 10 laps.
You can
But
suck my cock. Why couldn't you retire, like,
we've had
earlier?
9 overtime
Why is this your
finishes here.
final
I wanna give
season?
credit to Jamie McMurray for this stat. That is 3rd behind Daytona.
Well, then he'll like probably come back with a hard time.
That is the second
Oh, yeah.
time I've heard them try to jinx that guy. First was the DNF deal, now it's with the with the conscience coming out.
10 different organizations in the top 15. Eric Jones has finally made his pit stop. He was, I think, first or second when the pit stop round began. He comes out 23rd. First car 1 lap down. So net gain 0, net loss 0. Hey, you had to try it.
That's right.
This is Harvick's best track. He is literally the king of this track. He's won 10 times here.
God damn.
Yeah.
Boy, if that caution would have come out.
How long's the career? 20 years?
43.
Oh, there's 2 races.
2001.
One out of every 4 races.
He wasn't even actually supposed to race in 2001. He was the replacement for Dale Earnhardt after he died. Yeah.
The cars you're lapping are cars that are.
They didn't want to use number 3, so they just picked the first number, and they picked 29, the first available number.
And this is hard on a leader. You know, he's the one
that was his number for many years.
As soon as the second place car catches them, they let him go because it doesn't matter. If they're going to fight that leader, that gives a guy like Kyle Larson a chance to run him back down.
And today is going to be a nice rebound for
getting a little,
which is off to a tough start this season.
Hopefully, like the lapped cars.
Only one top 5 finish.
Yeah, it's where we need Newman. Ryan Newman would always race the leader super hard, even if he was a lap car, and it always made the race so much better.
Would you get in trouble for that?
No.
Like, I thought you had to get the fuck out of the way.
I think it's like sometimes you do, but like if you're like a much slower car, you do.
I think we talked about this, Danica, in the pre-race show. There's always one car running good over there. You've got to figure.
Yeah, because if you're a slower car, then you're pretty much just
going to be a 4-car,
like a hazard, I guess.
Team. And certainly Ryan Preece, the team car's been struggling all weekend long. They've got work to do still. Just because you got your best car at its best racetrack up front doesn't mean you have work to do. And I know they know that.
Yeah, it's the crew chiefs make a really big difference in cup racing and in stock car racing. It's
you only have to move out of the way for the leader if they show that like blue flag with the yellow stripe.
But not the cars. Like the crew chief keeps all of the cars, and all you do is switch the driver and their seat out. So it just shows how much.
I think it's just I think if you're slower.
And everything that goes with that number.
Because the flag just means like faster cars
approaching. Make a big deal, and obviously that's the case with Kevin Harvick and Rodney.
And we just saw Kyle Larson come around 3 and 4. They're ringing the bottom, trying to shorten the way around this racetrack as much as he possibly can to try to narrow that 2.3 second deficit to Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, it's just not able to run the lap time though. You're
why?
87 with the lead Harvick.
Yeah, what?
29.25 now.
What the fuck happened? He's down 2.5 seconds now.
He's the only one in the 28-second bracket other than Kevin Harvick. If something happens here in the 20 car can gain this track position. If this caution does come out, maybe Christopher Bell's got another opportunity.
Larson ahead of Zane Smith, who is 30th, 3 laps back. And William Byron, victory lane last week, stage 1 winner this week. And Byron now 6.7 seconds back in 4th.
You see Harvick trying to pass.
Come on, Weed Man, get into the top 10.
These are things as a leader that make it very difficult to pass lap cars because they're racing you for their lives right now. They do not want to go a lap down.
No, and it's so close to the end. They think if a caution comes out, if you're Bubba right now and you lay back just a little bit or don't play it super tough and the caution comes out the next lap, you're kicking yourself.
Wallace's team had a bad stop in that last round, and he's been unable to move forward ever since.
Great Britain lost a lap down.
Yeah, it just takes me back to the.
So it's like, how many of these like games do you need to win to go to like the finals?
I don't even know.
Obviously, they did something. That car came to life.
I didn't even look into it at all.
And the flip side of that, did Larson?
I know there's like a 5-way tie.
Got that car up on top of the racetrack.
Right now.
For him. Those are the things that, from this perspective, Danica, when you're driving and you drive all these years, what happened there? Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's just a different set of tires.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That's true.
Wait, are all those games over? Like,
sometimes have a little variance.
Was last night the final game of like the regular season?
I don't know. Because there was also teams that played like 3 games before the USA played 1.
Yeah.
I think it's spring training, which sucks. Do it now.
Christopher Bell's right up there. You know, there's been some cars that have come into the mix. So has the track gone away?
Bryce Harper gave the command last week.
Better changes. You know, we heard early on with both Kyle and
William, not really.
They weren't really complaining about their cars. They're just like, it's pretty good. You know, the balance is there. It's just a matter of who was in the lead. So maybe they just didn't tweak on it enough.
Well, you said it. You know, the track. You're starting to see shadows on those cars. You know, the sun's starting.
Yeah, he gave the command for last week's race, and I was like, "Are you supposed to be in spring training?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. You had surgery."
You know, that's a valid conversation there, but.
He said he wants to be back for the All-Star break. I'm not sure how much.
So he'll come back September. When the player says that, it's never about the All-Star.
Yeah.
Maybe not September, but probably August.
Yeah. Oh my God, Larson, what is wrong with you? It's not fast.
It's because I started watching.
Yeah.
Any team racer player that I like just
They get a chance to work on it. All he needs is a green flag.
You know what, though?
Except this year, they suck no matter what this year.
Yeah.
It wasn't very deep into that run. Maybe 20 laps that he caught him.
Oh yeah, when I looked at my phone and I saw Boeheim was stepping down, that was the first time in a while that like my jaw literally dropped when I opened my phone.
Mine kind of did too, but I was like hoping for it. He refused to adapt to the
balance, but
yeah.
Kevin there was some more potential speed in his car. They just didn't.
Okay, someone just fuck shit up.
So as they do get closer to hitting it, all of a sudden they're in the mix.
Here's the Toyota
Clearly just fucking fading.
Is now the last car on the lead lap in 18th place.
Fuck you, Truex. I told y'all Josh Berry got a top 20 today. He's in 16th.
It's just right along with Truex here. You know, there's so many guys that are begging for a caution.
Yeah, he's an Xfinity driver. He's filling in for Chase. And last week he just was not good at all. But you can't really blame him. He was just kind of pushed into that situation. This week he's doing better.
Make every lap as smooth as possible. Get around here, see that checkered every single time. Come around, get to the white flag. All I want to see if I'm Kevin Harvick is that white flag, because I know that race is official and there's nothing they can do about it.
And that's exactly the position that Kyle Larson was in last week. And there was a late caution that led to overtime, and everything turned upside down.
Couldn't believe that caution came out. I saw it and I just couldn't believe my eyes.
Very exciting.
Unbelievable.
I wouldn't mind it today.
If Kevin Harvick prevails and wins his 10th race at Phoenix today, what does that tell us about what we could see when we come back here in November to settle this championship?
If these guys they're trying for a caution right now.
NASCAR's rigged. I'm going back to every salty fan.
Well, that explains it.
They wanted Harvick to win. Wait, this isn't even his last race here. They said they come back in November.
Yeah.
The 3-car slid up.
No, he's gonna win both. That's the story.
Yeah, he's gonna win the champ. Fucking. Better not win the championship.
Yeah,
this
no,
year.
I think you're gonna have to prepare to accept that.
They're all trying to be the first car one lap down in case the caution.
I don't think they would do that.
It's a matter of if they would do that, not if he wins it.
Well, he has to make it to the Final Four first. If he makes it to the Final Four, then fucking yeah, he's gonna win the championship.
Richard Petty at 5 different tracks. Darrell Waltrip, Bristol and Martinsville. David Pearson, Great of Darlington. Dale Earnhardt at Talladega, and Jimmy Johnson at Dover. Those are your
5 different
9 wins at
tracks.
Phoenix.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty exclusive group.
Yes, it is.
Richard Petty, 5 different tracks.
Yeah.
10 was that's 50 wins.
Out of 200.
Yeah.
At 5 different tracks, yes. Growing larger in the mirror is Kevin Harvick. The mirror of Martin Truex, trying to stay on the lead lap here.
At least take Truex.
Well, if Truex can hold him up, then.
Spin.
Oh! Oh my God!
Caution, yes.
Caution's out.
Caution as Burton
Harrison Burton.
righted and drove away.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, now there'll be debris, so that's appropriate. The tire's blown.
That one was a pretty quick caution there.
Yeah, they saw a car spin and they were like, all right, let's make this race exciting. Probably could have kept going, but with all this debris, yeah, it was a good caution.
There it is, folks.
Who crashed? Harrison Burton.
Kevin and Rodney don't want to see it this week. It's exciting to watch, but it's not fun when you're the leader.
Yes,
Oh, Kevin's wife.
I hear you.
Shut up, bitch.
I hear you.
Does this, man, this comes down to this pit stop. I know it, honey. I know. Harrison Burton up at the top of the screen, spins, gets it sideways all by himself. Looking back from
Woo.
spins down on the apron, gets it gathered back up.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
Not sure if the flat tire caused the spin or the spin caused the flat tire. You know what? It doesn't matter now.
When he locked it down, I'm thinking that's what blew the tire, but
Oh boy.
Well, they're cheering in the number 3 pit, so I'd say Dylan gets the free pass.
I'll tell you who's cheering. This 5 camp. They needed that. This is their only chance. Can it be redemption from last week? This is where it's going to come down to is yesterday. Being in that number 1 stall. The pressure's on all these pit crews.
Pit stop rankings from last season in the lower right.
He won a championship right here, beating them out of the pits.
Those drivers are saying, free me up and pump them up.
No, they're saying, just get me a good pit stop. You heard Kyle wants no changes, told Cliff Daniels, no changes, happy with the car, the way his car takes off. For Kevin Harvick, same way, just get me a good pit stop. Look at the cars in between them.
So last week on this final caution, Martin Truex stayed out. William Byron, everybody else got 2 tires. Of course, Vegas, very different racetrack from Phoenix. Larry, would anybody dare take 2 tires at this point?
Oof. If they do, they would be fired in the morning.
Well,
not even
What?
close.
Someone dare take 2 tires.
Somebody though,
There's like
I
8
wouldn't be
laps
so
left.
quick on it. I mean, maybe there is. Truex
I mean,
tried it last
they
week,
do
didn't
that
work.
to
My
like
thing
kind
is
of
that 5 car
like if
squad, there's a
they'll
bunch
have
of
fresher
cars in between them.
tires,
It's gonna be
so
very
like they'll be
difficult
better.
for him
But
to
I
get to
also
the
don't
back
know if it's
bumper.
enough
That'll
time
give
left for it to
Harvick
really
the
matter.
advantage coming onto pit road.
But
That could
if
mean-
if like everybody but Harvick came and got tires, then Harvick would like obviously have a worse have worse tires.
Pit road is open.
Here they come.
So it's like you kind of force the leader into that situation.
Did a pretty good job getting to his rear bumper.
It's mind games.
Trying to decipher code words down here, Mike. Listening to the 24, they used this same code word a week ago at Vegas.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
use
wanna give it
code
away,
words and
but
shit.
This could be a 2-tire stop.
For like what their
You're gonna watch
strategy's
and see
gonna
if they
be.
go an audible and end up doing 4 tires. It will be 4 for the 24. Kevin Harvick on the other side. Been working on this car. Great stuff. Nope, it's 2 tires. 4 tires for the 4, Regan.
Ooh, Byron might.
Pit road as well. The 20 car, Christopher Bell,
Ooh.
needs to just be a little bit freer with the race car. That's all he's asking.
All right, who's gonna win the race off pit road?
Kyle Larson, he said short
Larson's gonna win the race off pit road.
5 and 24 to the line.
All right, so fucking Harvick's not gonna win now, hopefully. What? Wow.
4 tires?
Yeah, that was a dumb call. Rodney, what you doing?
Retarded.
Not good.
Verizon Frontline is the advanced network for first responders on the front lines. Built to prioritize first responders.
Kyle Busch up to 7th.
For extreme conditions.
Michael McDowell up to 3rd. Look at
For the most
that.
reliable 5G network in America.
That'd be cool.
Verizon is the #1 network choice in public safety. Because when seconds count and lives are on the line, the people we rely on need technology they can rely on. From the network America relies on.
My advice in this one very specific case is to definitely put all your Reese's eggs in one basket. And that your basket be enormous. Oh, and that your basket have wheels so you can roll it around from place to place.
For asthma, there's Primatene Mist. When symptoms strike, your airways narrow and there's less breathing room. Primatene Mist is clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler and breathe easy again.
I can't believe this is how you kids
You seen people on Twitter complaining about the broadcast today? I think it's been fine.
Did you have a nice
I mean, the
day?
commercials
Look at the
suck,
size of these
but
butterfly shrimp. Ginormous. Purple
yeah.
shrimp. What? Now she's talking.
No, it's really not that bad. They're probably just complaining because Danica's in the booth. They don't want a woman in the booth.
I need to try it first.
Oh, I remember at one point they were like, look, let's see if you can get this run on the backstretch, and then immediately as they said that, they cut the camera away. Which is
Blaney,
fucking...
Chastain, Busch, Hamlin, and then Harvick. Now watch Jeff Cordero, the front tire changer on William Byron here, as they get 2 tires, and they don't waste a millisecond getting Byron out of that pit, and Cordero's got to do a big jump there to get away.
Woo!
That's as quick as you
They
can.
practice that timing a lot. Those
He will
guys.
find anything to complain about.
That was a
Although
brushback.
I don't know if they've got someone in the car that's that quick to the trigger, so.
Hey,
Good job.
There's 6 crew chiefs that took 2 tires that's getting fired after this race, Larry.
You didn't say 2. You said stay out. You didn't say 2. You said stay out.
Jamie.
Well, just to update that, you know, everybody's watching the monitors. They've got the same monitors.
All right,
that
we're
we
gonna go
did.
back
They
green, I
could
think, with
see that
40
the
to go.
24 was the first to take 2 tires. Well, Kevin Harvick, they called for 4, but they didn't have the time to call an audible if they wanted to. Harvick is pitting literally right in front of the 24. So
I mean, I guess the one positive is he will have 4 fresh tires.
So when they do 2, they probably just do the front 2?
Oh no, it's like the right sides. Yeah, because those are the sides, like the right side, or yeah, right side. Like you'll use more of your, like you'll get more tire wear on your right side than your left side.
I know it, buddy.
On road courses,
Would you
it
take
is
Clinton higher low?
like it because you're going right or you're going making left turns. Like
to get down,
I think your right is like using more for I don't know.
You know they're going to try to shoot.
It kind of makes
across
sense
the
in my
track and
head,
use the
but
outside, they're going to be on the bottom.
His best chance, Harvick's, is if all these 2 tire guys pick the bottom, take the low route, and give him
5
room.
laps.
There it is.
I'm going to call going low in 1 and 2.
There'd be 3 when we
Tires
go that
one
green.
way below the apron.
Larson
I'm
to the
going to call
bottom.
those super low there.
He's going to the bottom. I think that, given what you have in front of you, that's your only choice.
Yep.
Going to try to roll around that bottom. Everybody else slides up on their 2 tires, opens the door for you. And then you catch a caution, right? Then you catch a caution, another caution, green light checker, put this thing in overtime. Again, now you might have an opportunity.
Oh, I guess
Might create the
McDowell
caution,
wasn't
huh?
third. I thought he
See about
was.
that too.
It'll be 3 laps
Blaney's
to go.
third.
And that's just not enough for Harvick's long run advantage to kick in. However, having 4 fresh tires instead of 2, that could be the difference.
4 laps though.
He's going to need a caution to win this race.
Harvick.
Puts it right back in the
I mean,
5:24.
if you don't remember Sheldon going from 9th to 1st, that race.
Blaney, new
Harvick's on the
Second
same
row,
track.
Chastain. 3rd row, Busch and Hamlin. Then Harvick and Briscoe, Reddick
Yeah.
and Keselowski. Set to 7.
3 to go.
3 laps to go. Green flag. Big jump.
Gonna
That's
fucking
12
do
cars
this.
right on his
Oh
back.
shit.
Down, big block.
Oh shit. Oh, Blaney.
Right on the inside.
Here comes Harvick in the middle.
He's going to get a run.
Fuck Harvick.
Harvick takes the shot up the middle.
There's that
Larson the leader.
45.
Harvick got the
Ooh.
shot on him.
There's Reddick, 45. I said it late.
Oh,
Oh
caution.
my god.
Another caution.
AJ Allmendinger. Oh, Ty
Harvick
Gibbs.
didn't get up as much
What the
as
hell
he
happened
thought he was
there?
gonna. They closed the door
The
on
hell
him, but
happened
he's
over
still in a
there?
few positions
What the
where he
fuck,
started.
Cody? Oh, wait.
What?
What the fuck, Cody? Where? Oh, wait.
It's not Cody Ware.
Some damage to the right front of Ty Gibbs' car. Oh, lots of it.
You did.
Yep. And he and Allmendinger get together. Back there at the tail end of the lead lap. That's what looks like that's what happened. Way to the right side of your screen.
Ty got in the wide. Oh, here come the rest of them. Noah Allmendinger got together down on the bottom, come up in front of him.
2 separate incidents.
Is this going to be one of them races now? It's going to take like an hour
He may
to
have
complete.
already been in the wall. Like there. And then
I guarantee on the next restart, there's going to be like a big crash. It's going to be like a 15-minute red flag.
That's all it takes. That caution comes out. All hell is broken loose. I'm going to tell you it ain't the
The
last one.
Xfinity guys got in a wreck, yeah.
Well, we're going overtime to find out.
What was their heart rate? I think mine's there.
When Ryan Blaney went to the inside of Kyle Larson and got on his left rear corner, my hands went in the air and my heart rate went up too.
Well, the only trouble with taking the outside is if that inner lane fills and comes up the racetrack, you're boxed in. Where are you going to go?
Shut the door off, and that's exactly what happened to Kevin Harvick. He had a good shot. He shot the middle and you know, got up there, got in position, and they all come off the bottom, closed the door on him.
So it'll come down to the choose.
Oh, they put the 11 back ahead of him. Kevin didn't gain anything.
Let's show you that last restart.
Watch this. Ryan Blaney, huge run, goes to the inside, shuts the door. Kyle shuts the door. He still gets inside and makes it difficult, but couldn't make it happen.
That was a
Harvick
huge
shot the
block.
middle.
Yeah, here's the block. And then
But
the
here he's
middle.
going to get clogged up here.
Hamlin come up on him as the Chastain car was coming down and just closed the door on him. Couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't take advantage of those 4 tires.
Nice run by Reddick up to 4th.
See him squirt the gas right there, get up to the door of the 11, but then he had to get out of it because the 1 was coming down. Close that door. Actually got into the 11 a little bit.
And here's some Kevin Harvick radio.
11 and the 4. Receive the door away. Bring over yes.
One time, Harvick did run the Gravedigger
That's a
car,
tough one,
so
man.
that's
Tough pill
cool.
to swallow. 2 weeks in a row. Saw it with Kyle Larson last week. Could not believe that caution came out. Did.
So now Harvick is back to 7th. We'll have the 10th overtime finish at Phoenix. And not only is that win in jeopardy, but his top 10 streak is now in jeopardy, restarting back on the 4th row.
I can tell you from the frustration right now, he could care less about that top 10 streak. He wants that win. Lots going to have to happen for him to get it.
Larson finna choke, you think?
Stage 1 went caution free.
He was
Byron.
choking, and then got bailed out by a caution and a poor decision.
Yeah.
In stage 2 and 1 uncontrolled tire on Kyle Busch's car. Did a trip and fall. There. Everybody's okay and continued. Eric Almirola lost a wheel, slammed the wall, and the wheel and tire rolled away. Well, most of it. There's what's left of it. Kyle Larson, the winner of stage 2. Hendrick dominance. But going into stage 3, a long green flag run, and Kevin Harvick goes to the lead. A quick spin by Harrison Burton after he shredded a tire in the process, and just as he got going and pulled away, never came to a stop, the caution waved, and now this one for A.J. Allmendinger, Noah Gragson, and Ty Gibbs.
Larson sucks at restarts.
That brings you up to date as we go to credit 1 overtime.
Okay.
He started his NASCAR
called
career
Tyler
very
Reddick
well.
if it's
Yeah.
8 cautions, and he is the first
No,
one
he
with
won 9
4
races.
tires.
10
races.
I think this is going to be interesting, guys.
You think? Going to be big time interesting. I mean, any kind of conversation you're talking about, Larson's got to hold all these guys off. You know a big time push is coming from Blaney. Byron's there for another win.
Larson knows who's in
Harvick's got
Paris.
to come. Reddick.
He's not afraid to say it either.
The leaders, Reddick and Harvick, are the ones with 4 tires. We'll have to check on Christopher Bell and Alex Bowman back 8th and 9th. They got 4 tires, and Kyle Busch in 10th.
Right.
For the choose.
1 to go.
Larson bottom, Byron top. 2 by 2, 2 by 2.
Doesn't look like Kyle Busch wins today. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But came back from a speeding penalty for a top 10.
Another
so.
one.
Yep.
Is he first all time in those?
I mean, I don't think they record that, but probably. Either him or Denny Hamlin.
Daniels, crew chief for Kyle Larson. We'll listen to his spotter, Tyler Munn, on the restart.
This 12 car is going to be a player. If he gets the inside of that 5.
I don't even think they had a pit road speed limit until like then I think like 1992.
Elbows up.
So you can just like zoom in there.
Yeah.
United Reynolds, Work United 500 will
And then I think somebody got killed, like a pit
Oh,
crew got
one
killed.
guy had a ruin. Oh, what a dick.
Ross Chastain's back up there in the mix too, 5th place.
The worst thing in my
Ross
life.
gonna do the move again.
He showed it to him last time.
Good.
Can he do a better
I don't
job?
care if it doesn't count. Like, do it, and if you cross first,
Green flag. Yeah.
Back to green. Pride is good, but he has some help.
oh, you're good. You're good. That's just joking.
Back up, still outside 24. Still outside 24.
Arson. Ooh.
24 is on the outside.
Stop choking.
Oh.
You fucking
His teammate. Oh my God. Here comes Blaney Byron. With a push from Reddick. Oh my God.
damn it, he choked.
William Byron leading with 1 lap to go. White flag.
White flag. The next flag ends the race. 3 wide per second. Keep an eye on his 45. 4 tires. Can he make it stick?
And he choked.
God damn it.
William Byron. All right, Blaney second. Tyler Reddick boxed
And
in by the 5.
William Byron is gonna win at Phoenix.
Second week in a row, William Byron.
Back to back.
Turn 4, checkered flag Byron. I cannot believe he came back and won that
Dumb
race.
is sad.
Early, the 5 cars showed dominance.
Yeah,
all
who
day
is in
long.
Paris?
I see it, Cliff Daniels, the 4 car trying
Ask
to pass
Larson.
that 5. Nobody
You
thought
have to
it was
ask.
He's
gonna
probably
happen, and
screaming
after
it as
all
we
of
speak.
that, Whaley B comes right back. He'll have
William
that big fat
Byron.
hat on.
Wow.
At least I have Byron on like.
He loves these late cautions.
Yeah.
Wow, another win. Blaney, great run. Reddick up there.
He did not care that it was his teammate. He raced him hard.
But that was an exciting ending.
Yes, it was. Reddick.
Kyle Busch got
Awesome rebound for
8th.
him. Needed this strong
Josh
run.
Berry got 10th. Wow.
Didn't see him all day long.
I predicted the top 20. He got 10th.
I didn't even know what to say. They were all over the place.
24 cars on the lead.
So many people were talking shit on Josh Berry last week. Like, he sucks. It's like, of course, he was thrown into this situation last second.
Byron especially has been winning in the first 5
Larson
races
choked
of the
again.
season.
Yep.
And now he's won 2 of the first 5. Did a good job holding strong on that outside of Kyle Larson. Put him in a situation. You could see how much it held them both up. Kyle had to get out of the gas, stay off of him. Blaney almost got beside them with a 3-wide battle.
How does it feel?
That boy, he was aggressive.
I told
on
you
the
he wouldn't
restart.
win.
Won this race.
I mean, yeah, and you were right.
Well, we saw that
I'm just glad Harvick didn't
comeback
win.
to serve them well.
That's my main thing.
Byron has had a
Harvick and
top 5
Truex
finish
and
here.
Syndic don't win.
Fix that,
It's a
didn't
good. It's a good race.
Career win for the 25-year-old who went to his first race at Martinsville, Virginia, when he was in grade school. Tony Stewart won that day, and it made a lifelong impression on William Byron. He says at Hendrick Motorsports, he says the guys with the pop-off valve on that pressure cooker are Rick Hendrick and Chad Knaus. The one person at Hendrick that's really brought William out of his shell has been Jeff Gordon. Kevin Harvick going to want to go
Just
back.
a fun guy.
Yes, he's going to want to see that replay of that spin. That caution that came out cost him dearly. Unfortunate.
Kevin Harvick finishes 5th and extends his streak. Not the finish he and
Oh my
Ricky
God.
Childers hoped for.
See, how did Canada score 18?
It's good to
on
see
them? We
someone get in the mix
scored
though
6.
with the Hendrick
He's
cars.
a fucking
Obviously,
god
they were
squad.
running away with it, and Kevin was up there. It's still, you still got to walk away and say this was a good day today. We were fast. We were there. Just
Here's
missed it.
Regan with the winner.
2 in a row for William Byron. William, you led laps early in this race. The middle part of the race fell back just a little bit, but then the call at the end by Rudy Fugle to take 2 tires. What were you thinking at that moment?
Yeah, just over the last couple weeks to him, you know, he's done a really good job. Strategy-wise and execution-wise, we've done a good job to put ourselves in those positions on the front row with a shot at the end. So just thanks to everybody back at Hendrick Motorsports. You know, putting together great cars and just doing a great job. So this is a big credit to them, the engine shop.
Everyone said he looks like a child, so I tried to grow a beard. It's not going very well.
Back on the car,
Looks
really
like you're
historic
blonde.
looking paint scheme. So nice to get it in victory lane.
Yeah.
2 in a row for William Byron.
Okay, y'all. Matt, if you're watching, still. I think we're going to come pick you up soon. But yeah, guys, next week I'll be live. Saturday is a double header, so I'll be live all day. 2 p.m. is the truck race at Atlanta, and then 5 p.m. is the Xfinity race. And then Sunday I'll be live at 2:45 next Sunday. So watch time prediction. Dom picks 23. I got 31. All right. So let's see.